Everything goes right. I should click this.
Well, we took up. Time to roll up. Shit, alright, hold up.
Okay. Welcome to the Smoke Up. This is a show where Bradley and I, B. Deli and I, it says it right there on the screen, right there on his screen. It says B dash DELLY. Don't know what it means.
EY.
Doesn't mean anything.
You spelt it wrong.
I said EY.
You said Y.
EY. No, I said EY. I said B dash DELLY. Don't know what it means.
You fucking said it wrong again.
What?
All right, next time I introduce you, I'm spelling your name MALACHI.
Damn, cold. That's cold.
Cold.
That's cold-hearted.
Motherfucker's eating on stream. What the fuck are you eating?
There's a Christmas cookie.
Oh, okay. You get a pass then.
Yeah, it's excuse. It's Christmas. Where's my pipe? Oh, let's see it. Yeah, another Christmas down. How many Christmases is that?
Fucking until when?
Do we have down? How many is it? Do we have down now?
How many Christmases have we experienced?
Yeah.
25. Well, I guess with a
26.
well, this one would be 26.
Okay.
We're both about to turn 27, right?
Yes.
So yeah, this is our 26th Christmas on this earth.
Right.
Right.
Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a lot to go over this episode. But we're going to do it however we need to make it a nice, sweet, smooth, silky episode,
Yeah.
I hope OBS doesn't catch that AC. I don't think it does. I'm just going to listen.
It keeps coming in and out. That noise I was talking about.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I don't think what you hear is a big deal. Maybe.
I don't know.
So I'm not exactly sure if what you hear is the same as what the OBS hears.
Right. Yeah, I don't know.
Because I actually think I might. Yeah, see, okay. There, I put that on the noise suppressor. You hear it now?
No, but I didn't before you did whatever you just did either.
Okay.
Like I said, it was coming in and out. So.
We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah. Yep. So how about you introduce the show since you know how to spell so right?
Yeah, I'm a pretty good speller. I did good in spelling tests in school.
Okay. So you spell you spell it out for them. See,
I'll spell it out for them. So this is the Smoke Up.
Yeah, and then
that's SMOKEUP.
And then I could actually just cut to the oh, and then cut to the. Was this frozen? Oh.
Oh shit!
Back. Never mind. It's back.
Oh.
It's only I made a short stream version. That's it's when you get to later seasons of a show, it's like a shortened version of the theme song with a shortened version of the beginning thing. It's like that.
Yeah.
It's just like it's a smoke up. Yeah, dope up. Let us choke up. It the smoke up, and then it fades out.
Yeah. Those are the exact lyrics of the song.
Are they not?
No.
Oh
Close
shit!
enough. It doesn't really matter what the lyrics are.
I dubbed
We're talking
over the
about smoking
song.
weed.
I dubbed over the song. I put my own lyrics in there too. I'm
Oh,
saying
shit.
those words.
Well,
just me
maybe it'll be a
going-
dope
It's
remix.
just me going, it's the dopa, wanna bopa. Oh, shit. On a sopa, on a bopa. And then it fades out. I actually took out your vocals completely and replaced them with me doing that. I used an AI program to take your vocals out of your own song, of your song you produced.
And just replace it with an AI version of you.
Yeah, an AI model trained from me, but I typed in gibberish words.
Damn.
Does it work that way, or do you have to do words? It probably doesn't do like sounds, huh?
I mean, it can probably do like onomatopoeias, you know, like. But as for like, if you were to try to type in like, I don't know if it would do that. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But like, boom, pow, like, I mean, those are words anyway, I guess. But you know what I mean?
Yeah, that makes sense. I like that. And yeah, we're definitely live. For some reason, it says the Smoke Up live stream, but that's fine. I can rename it later. So this is the Christmas episode of our show, and we have a few things to get to first. I just burped. Maybe that everybody heard that. Maybe they didn't, but it's not how you're supposed to. That's not podcast etiquette.
Nah, gotta burp when you gotta burp, right?
Yeah. Did you do your Christmas unboxing? I gave Bradley a Christmas present. He was supposed to record an unboxing of it. Did you have a link for that? You didn't put it on the sheet.
I did not, but it is on my YouTube channel. It's public as of 8:00 tonight, so it is a public video now.
Okay.
So you should be able to just find it. But if you need a link, I can get that too.
Can you paste the link at the top?
Wait,
of the
actually,
show?
my phone. I'm recording on the phone now that I think about it, so I can't really do that.
Okay, so yeah.
Yeah, no, never mind. So yeah, just go to my YouTube channel. It's the latest. Well, actually, the latest one's probably the instrumental. So it's probably the second to the latest video.
Okay.
It's one of it'll be at the top though. You'll see what I mean. I guess I should probably be vamping while you're doing this, right?
Yeah, probably, so it isn't completely silent.
Probably.
Do you have any news you wanted to talk about? Did you see the sheet? Did you want to start anything on the sheet, or did you have something you want to talk about? You probably had something you wanted to talk about. You usually have at least one thing.
Well, as you know, the audience doesn't know, but I've been putting my apartment back together, you know, after a recent change of living situation. And I just finally got done putting the studio back together tonight. Everything's looking good. My apartment's like finally not a fucking mess.
Okay.
So yeah, you should come over sometime and check it out. It's pretty nice now.
Yeah, I'm excited to see it.
Oh yeah. Other than that, yeah. I don't know. I don't really pay attention to news that much these days, so I don't know anything of like that's going on or anything. I don't really have much going on in my life to talk about. I don't know. But it's Christmas Eve. That's cool, right?
Did you hear
Everybody
any
likes
news?
Christmas.
Did you hear about any news?
No, I just said that. I was just saying how I don't pay attention to any news, so I don't know what the fuck is going on. But I don't know. Is anything interesting going on in the world? You're the news guy.
Oh, there's a lot of interesting stuff, and we're gonna get to it. But first, I have the unboxing, so we're gonna present that
Cool.
real quick.
Dope.
This is kind of funny how you decide to record it in fucking in a long way. It's like a whoops. Okay, so let's play it.
It looks better on my phone.
Homie Malachi, big ass box for Christmas. See the size of this motherfucker? What we're gonna do, we're gonna open this bitch up, see what the fuck is inside. Cause I'm curious. Open this shit. First of all, before I rip it up too much, the fuck? The little gems on this? They're fancy as hell.
Evie put those on
See
there.
the shit?
Nice.
My daughter, my 5-year-old daughter,
Let's
for the
open.
audience.
I thought that was cool as hell, actually.
Yeah, like when she did it, I was like, oh, that's actually a really good idea for a Christmas present because you could go along the
It
edges, like go along the corners
Right.
or something like that.
Tell you that much.
It looks so fucking cool if you
Yeah.
like edge the entire Christmas present.
Yep.
And again, box cutter.
Oh shit!
Gift. Not nearly as big as the box,
No,
but what the shit is this? Shit, I'm gonna fucking set a fire in my apartment. You didn't see that. Don't tell my landlord. Just set that down, maybe. Alright, so this is a fucking computer. Upgrade King. The fuck? The Lenovo Think Center M53? Coughing a lot, my bad. I'm kind of getting a little sick, I think. But this is fucking dope. This is actually really fucking cool. I've been needing a new computer forever. The computer I'm using is probably like 15 years old. Works like shit. Doesn't do anything I ask it to do. Takes fucking 10 minutes to load anything. So this is amazing, actually. I mean, Malachi fucking hooked it up. Hell yeah, this is what I call Christmas.
I like the sound cut there. That was good. Yeah, so that was sort of a last minute idea, but I figured if I wanted any help on the Christmas music, and I wanted you to like be able to get it done comfortably, all you need a computer. They just have computers lying around. I'm excited to replace, like, I have an idea in my head to get the new computer set up, but I don't want to get too deep into it because I noticed one part in our early episodes, and sometimes happens in our episodes, we talk way too much shot about the podcast in live time, and it's the worst content. It's the worst.
Yeah.
I genuinely don't like episode 4, worst episode we've done. It's 2 hours long, and a quarter of it is us just sitting there talking about like like ideas for things. Like we're not
Yeah.
engaged.
I remember
at all.
listening to that, and I think we were like mumbling a lot too in that
Yeah.
one. I was just like, this is horrible.
Yeah, episode 4 is really bad. I'm editing around it, but it's gonna end up being our shortest episode.
Yeah.
But speaking of that, it's a good segue into the next thing. Starting tonight at midnight, we are releasing the show. We're releasing episodes of the show every day at midnight until we start the new season. So, first night tonight is at 12 o'clock. The first episode drops, and then to 12 tomorrow, the second episode drops. Then so on and so on. And it's
every night, midnight.
Yep,
right?
every night at midnight for like the next 20 days. It's 20 more days of Christmas.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, the gift that keeps on giving. Just episodes of our show. And I'm getting the process. We're editing them down. All the big work is done. And I definitely have those first 3 are done, and they're decent episodes. I think probably the third one is our most cohesive episode so far that I've edited. But I'm looking forward to editing some of like the later episodes in the teens, because that's after we have a whole.
Yeah, it gets better.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Look, I got this weed cup. It's the weed cups.
Oh, that's dope. Oh shit.
It's like chrome and green.
Nice. Oh
You
yeah.
see through it, like you see my face through there. It almost looks like a green screen on camera. Like how green screens are all fucked up and warped.
Yeah, it looks trippy.
like a non-understandable object in the computer's eye.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's exciting. It's a pretty exciting thing.
Hell yeah.
The next big thing is we are going to talk about Kanye, or Ye, as he's better known. So I don't know how much we've talked about Kanye.
I think he's better known as Kanye.
Yeah. yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. But we haven't really talked about Ye on the podcast. What are your feelings on Ye? How do you feel about Ye?
What are my feelings on Ye?
Yeah.
All right. These are my honest feelings on Ye. The dude is obviously
a genius,
pretty fucking
right?
crazy.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I didn't mean that.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't mean that. That was you.
No,
You said that.
I mean, yeah. Yeah, no, he's obviously a genius.
No. I don't know enough Kanye to say that he's a genius.
No, but honestly, like, musically, the dude is brilliant. Like, I think anybody who disagrees with that is either lying to themselves or they don't understand music, because the dude is really fucking good.
Right.
But, yeah, I mean, he's fucking crazy. But, like, this is where I get into the whole debate of whether you separate the art from the artist, you know? Because I think everybody kind of draws the line at a different point. And personally, I don't really care where you draw that line. But, you know, I just think it's something to consider. Like, he is a crazy motherfucker, but he makes some really good music. That's how I feel about him.
I think it depends on how much you directly support the audience, you know, the artist, I mean. Like, if you know, like, your favorite rapper has, like, raped a bunch of ladies, and you're like,
buy a bunch of merch and shit.
Yeah, I can separate the artist from the art, but you still go and, like, buy merch from his shop. Like, that's, you're not.
Yeah, I agree with that.
There's no separation there. You're just supporting the guy. So
I agree with that for sure. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But what about streaming their music on Spotify? They still get money from that. So what about that? Is that still wrong, or
do you try to push back a rising tide even if it destroys the local village? I mean, you can't. Like, what's the point?
Right. Okay. Yeah, I'm just curious how you feel about it.
No, like it's something
Personally,
I
I've
wouldn't
listened
do.
to some Kanye.
But,
I
yeah.
do. I like some
I think
Kanye. You
Runaway
know,
is a really good song. I'm sure everybody on the planet
Runaway is a
feels
really
that
good
way.
song. I think honestly, his first probably like 3 or 4 albums are really good. Like he has like a lot of good songs on his first few albums, man. There's a reason he's as big as he is.
Yeah.
You know, and I really like some of his songs. Not gonna lie, I really like some of his songs. And that's where I'm like, but I don't buy fucking Kanye merch. I've never gone to a show. I don't think I've ever given him money other than through streaming. So
Yeah.
I don't feel personally attached to him in any way. You know,
Yeah, I think
so
if
I
you're
feel like I
giving
can listen to a Kanye song and whatever.
right. And I feel like if you're giving someone direct money, like you can argue, it's supporting them either way. But I think there's obviously a big difference between playing an artist's songs a few times a year and giving them even $1. Because if you play, like, to be straight, like if you play an artist's song, like if you play your favorite Kanye song 20 times throughout the year, 40 times throughout the year, he's not getting 10 cents for that. You know, like you could play it fucking 200 times. He's not getting a nickel for that.
Especially
you know?
by Kanye standards, it ain't shit. The dude's like a fucking Billy.
Well, yeah. Even if he did get a nickel for that amount of time, it wouldn't matter to him, but he doesn't, you know?
Yeah.
Like, fucking, it's like literally, is throwing a penny at a terrible person supporting them? I don't think so. I think buying a t-shirt is, because a t-shirt's like a meal. 10 t-shirts is like a tenth of your way to rent, you know? Like, it's a little bit different with like direct merchandise.
Well, and also when I wear a t-shirt, usually I do that for the purpose of supporting that artist. You know, I have a lot of band shirts, and all of the band shirts I have are artists that I directly want to support publicly. You know what I mean? That's why I have them on t-shirt. So like, I wouldn't do that with an artist I didn't like that much. If it's an artist I just passively listen to every now and then, like Kanye, I'm probably not going to buy a t-shirt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah,
that'd be pretty weird, especially now. It was like, I don't listen to him that often. I just decided to get a shirt.
Yeah, that'd be a little strange.
He's just been in the news a lot lately. I figured I need a Kanye shirt too.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good reason to buy a shirt, you know?
Yeah, good thing I didn't show you your other Christmas present. And then I just pull out like a Kanye shirt with him just like fucking wearing blackface on his face. Racist bastard. But speaking of Kanye,
there's a reason you brought him up, I'm assuming.
Yeah, he's been in the news recently. Can you guess why?
Okay, I think I know what you're getting. I saw something. I'm guessing this is it. I saw something about how he was wearing like a black KKK hood on stage.
You called it.
I'll remember who he was on stage with. He was with some other rappers, I think. But he's standing on stage with a black KKK hood.
Yeah.
And I saw some of the comments, and some people were like, "That's an executioner's hood."
Oh my god. Yeah, so we're gonna read this article and see if who's right. Is it an executioner's hood, or is Kanye's anti-Semitic arc turning out to be involving anti-Semitic tropes like wearing KKK hoods? Let's see. I'm opening this article. I'm presenting it all in one swift movement. Kanye wears KKK-style hood at Miami listening party. Disgraced rapper wore the garment while playing a vulgar lyric addressing his anti-Semitic. That is a KKK hood. Executioner hood my ass. You see what he did, though? Did you see that? It gives you a better shot right here. Look at what he did, though. It's a fucking hoodie. Look at that. That's a hoodie. You see the sleeves coming down. And it's the hood. He just cut a hole in the back of a hoodie and put that on. So you see the sleeves flopping. See? Can't cancel someone who's already canceled. Ye has employed this controversial imagery before. Oh, he's done it before. Oh, what was that?
What do you consider canceled, though? Because if everybody's still talking about him, is he really canceled?
No,
you know what I mean? Like,
is just it seems to be the word for embroiled in controversy now. You know? It doesn't actually mean...
that's
Yeah,
not what it's supposed to mean, though. When you get canceled, it ruins your career. Everybody stops talking about you because nobody cares about you anymore. That's usually how canceling works.
It hasn't even meant that since they started using it, so it seems like it seems about right that they just use it to mean like they're under fire now, you know? But yeah, he definitely isn't canceled, and if he were canceled, it would look different than this, you know?
Well, I think I should correct myself. It's either you become irrelevant or you become so hated that you cannot make money anymore, right? You won't get any more like roles as an actor or whatever. But with Kanye, but with Kanye, that's not happening to him. Like, everybody's still talking. He's on stage at a fucking concert right now. You know what I mean? Like, he's not canceled at all. Like, the dude is still doing his thing. So, I don't know. I feel like it's kind of weird to consider him canceled.
Yeah. I wouldn't. I would just say embroiled in controversy. But if you say canceled,
he's controversial. He always has been, though.
But if you say canceled nowadays, that's what people assume you mean, because people don't even use canceled to mean canceled anymore. Your phone just rotated. Oh, there it goes. It switched back. You switched back. You're good. I don't know what. Yeah, it did like a flip flop. But I think
weird.
It's fine now.
Yeah, my screen became small though, so I had to blow it up. But
so I don't even know what the rest of this article says, but let's see what the context is. Because context, I found like in a lot of situations where someone seems like they might be up to no good, you know, you read the context and it's like, no, they're just a normal person going about their life. So obviously, there's a chance that if we read this article, it'll humanize Kanye. So let's do that. Kanye West sparked uproar once again after being pictured wearing a pointed black hood resembling, keyword, those worn by the Ku Klux Klan. He is planning to release a new album, Vultures, with Ty Dolla $ign. So, red flags from Ty Dolla $ign there. Or not. Maybe Ty Dolla $ign is also not racist. He was filmed wearing the garment while on stage, where he was joined by fellow musician Chris Brown, Kodak Black, and Offset.
Ah, shit.
Yeah, so he's hanging out with like a bunch of fucking psychos too. I only know who Chris Brown and Offset are, but I know that those two guys are fucking psychos. Offset is Cardi B's boyfriend, husband, and he's like a piece of shit. He's like wild. And Chris Brown,
I don't know anything about.
We know who Chris Brown is. Do you know who Kodak Black is? Can you fill the audience in on who Kodak Black is? Cool.
I know who Kodak Black is. I mean, I don't know too much about him as a person. I know a couple songs and shit. I mean, he's a rapper. He's pretty good, I think.
Okay.
I think he's pretty cool. I dig some of his shit.
Okay, that's... Yeah, okay.
I mean, that's all I can really say about him.
That's
honestly.
Here. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I like some of Chris Brown's music too, I guess. That's where we're going with this.
Right? Well, I mean, sure.
Here we go. Kanye premieres a new look with a black version of a KKK hood. Podcaster Sound wrote, sharing a clip of the moment on X/Twitter. West, who legally changed his name to Ye last year, which means we're not allowed to say his old name, Bradley.
Oh, is that dead naming?
He legally changed it. So it technically kind of is dead naming. Even if it's incredibly stupid and he's psycho. Yeah. So I guess we have to call him.
I feel like his old name is so much cooler, though. Like, I don't understand the name change. I feel like Kanye sounds cooler than Ye. I don't know. Maybe
I
I'm
don't know.
just used to it
A lot of
because I
dads,
grew up knowing who Kanye West
a
is.
lot of dads think John sounds better than Ginny, Bradley.
Sure,
So,
I guess.
I mean,
You got a point. Sure, I shouldn't dead name him no matter how I feel about it. You're right.
it is incredibly fucking stupid, though. If I just changed my name to fucking Kai and went around like a dick telling people to call me Kai. Oh my god.
Oh,
Okay.
man.
In his new song
I'm like, I'm
Vultures,
Lee from now on, bro.
in his song Vultures, he says, I ain't anti-Semitic, I just fucked a Jewish bitch. So, this is actually something that, you know,
That was actually kind of funny.
yeah, do you think this annuls him of his anti-Semitism, though?
Absolutely, 100%.
Okay. Yeah. Right, because
that right there is all I needed to hear.
Right.
Like, the dude, no way he could be anti-Semitic. You know, that's all I needed to hear right there.
Yeah, totally.
I mean, fuck the Jewish bitch. Like, I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Come on now.
No racist has ever had sex with a person of the race that they hate.
Yeah. I mean, otherwise we would have a bunch of, like, people who were, like, raped as slaves or something. You know what I mean? Like, that doesn't happen.
Yeah. There aren't even slaves anymore. The Republicans made sure of that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Something like that.
they did. Have you ever heard that talking point? Is that the Democrats were the ones who wanted slaves and the Republicans were the ones who stopped it? I mean, it's true, but it's completely hilarious to be like the side that's saying, like, my Confederate flag is about states' rights, and my
Oh, shit.
and also I'm on the side of the Union because they were Republicans. You know, how stupid.
I've also heard people talk about how, like, the roles have kind of switched over the years.
Yeah,
like, I've heard people argue that if JFK were alive now, he would be a Republican and, like, things like that. You know what I mean? I don't know necessarily if that's true.
I don't know about that. I think that's like kind of.
But I'm just saying I've heard these kinds of arguments.
Yeah.
Because it's the fucking political parties are not the same thing as they always have been. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So to try to pretend that 100 years ago or 50 years ago, even what a Republican was then is the same now, and vice versa. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know.
But it's very funny because during the time of JFK, I mean, Republicans weren't much different than they are now. They're just they're more fascist now, but they're very much up like that. Did I freeze? Did I freeze?
You froze for a second.
I hope it recorded that. I said that they're similar in their war hawkishness and their social conservatism, you know, hating gay people and women's rights. All those are still the same as they felt in the 70s and 80s, you know.
So do you think Democrats have changed a lot since then?
I think not really, and that's a lot of the problem. I think they're like literally exactly the same as they were in like the 70s and 80s, you know. I can't think of many things that like a Democrat nowadays would disagree on with a Democrat back then, especially like liberal Democrats in like the House and Senate.
Well, using like Hillary Clinton as an example, it was probably just like the 90s or like even early 2000s when she was publicly against gay marriage. And then that changed when that became like not okay within that political party. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah.
I feel like they may have changed a little bit more.
You're right. So if there was anything, it's that there's now a larger group of progressive Democrats than there were back then.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I think Democrats are,
because there's like the squad now and stuff. But I mean, even then, there was still like Bernie was a Democrat running. Like, I don't know if he was a senator, but he was in like, he has pictures in the civil rights movement and shit. And he's always been a Democrat. So maybe it's always been kind of mixed. Who knows?
I don't know. It's hard to say because we're kind of young. So we weren't around back then.
Yeah, and we don't know everybody's political positions. I mean, a lot of people, even in our lifetimes, have switched like sides, and it's like hard to keep up with who even like believes what nowadays with our contemporaries,
right?
You know?
Yeah, for sure.
Like a lot of people wouldn't like, unless like they are paying close attention or told about it, they wouldn't notice that like Tucker Carlson has had like a big shift in rhetoric lately, you know, towards more white supremacist stuff since he left Fox, because he was doing the reason he left Fox is a lot muddier, but he has since then sort of just outright says just sort of white supremacist like stuff, like without complicating it at all, you know, like it's very obvious. But a few years ago, his rhetoric was very much, I imply this, you know. And then a few years before that, he was a few years before that, he was a Democrat. He was a conservative fucking Democrat dude on, what was he on? CNN? Maybe he wasn't a Democrat, but I'm pretty sure he was. I'm pretty sure he did a whole party switch. Look it up.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, never mind. Wait, no. It looks like he's always been a conservative Democrat before he became a Republican. He used to work for the Daily Beast, New York Times. And then he wore a bow tie. That's where it all fell apart. He did Crossfire. Yeah, it looks like he tried to be like a centrist for a little bit, and then he just became crazy conservative Tucker Carlson. But yeah, it's so hard to follow people's political like alignment in that exact moment, and everybody's at once. Like it's impossible. It's an impossible task. So maybe they all would be completely random political parties. You know, maybe JFK would be a libertarian. You know, who knows?
That's possible, actually. I don't know.
I don't fucking know. But everything's so crazy, honestly, and people switch sides so quickly. I mean, RFK is like the weirdest. He's like a weird conservative anti-science Democrat. Like, he's a very strange dude. And like Tulsi Gabbard, she's like a fucking big on Fox now, and is like a huge like fucking fascist Republican, and is he was a Democrat 3 or 4 years ago, you know, not that long ago. Big Democrat. Like, she was popular amongst Democrats. So I don't know. I think it's a lot of rich people who are just playing games with our lives.
Yeah, I mean that's politics in a nutshell. That's probably the best definition
I
of
think
what
it's
it
a
is.
lot of
What you just
politics.
said.
I think the other half of politics is the actual running a government part. But yeah, there's a whole half of politics that's just sort of rich people taking advantage of the situation.
Yeah, I mean obviously there is an aspect of running government, but I think they prioritize the fucking show more than anything. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, I think a lot of them do, but I think it's different per people, you know? Like, I think there's plenty of people out there who just want to get their policies in and do the best they can while they're in office. And then
but do those people make it that far?
well,
like-
I'm sure they do. I'm just sure they're not the majority, you know, because the majority have money and they could run for smaller positions that don't pay as much and have enough money to fall back on. Like, that's why, like, in somewhere like Canyon where we live, it's all like upper middle class people who are in city government because the job pays so little. It's like, I think it's like 12 to 16 grand a year you get paid if you work for city government, and state government isn't much better. And Senate is, I think it's like 200 grand a year for life. Like, it's insane. It's a ridiculous amount. But
That's kind of what I'm getting at though, is like the way like city and state government is run is a little different. What I'm talking about is like the national level. I feel like a lot of times more about the show.
It's all interwoven. It's all interwoven.
Well, yeah.
Like local and
But what I'm saying is when we're
federal politics, it's all like connected. Like politics.
when we're talking like
big and small.
Well, yeah, obviously. But what I'm saying on the grander scale, that's where we're getting like richer people involved, and that's where I feel like their priorities are different from the people on smaller scale government. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? So like,
well, but that's the thing. I don't think it's depending on like whether you're federal or local. I don't think people in local government.
I think someone like Donald Trump or Joe Biden probably cares a lot less than whoever's running for your city or state government. That's what I'm saying.
So. I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I think there's a big difference between Joe Biden and Trump, first of all. But let's say generic Democrat and generic Republican. I think generic Democrat and generic Republican probably just want to do a job and probably actually do care about government. And then you get people who are obviously there for like clout, and then you get people who are like they're partisans, so they're there to support their party, and they don't really like, they're sort of ideologues, and they don't really care about the policies, but they also don't care about the clout. And I feel like all of these people are mixed in everywhere, top to bottom. And when you get someone like if we're not talking generics, we're talking specific people. I think you get someone like Trump and Biden's like he's like pretty centrist and kind of incompetent, and Donald Trump wants to take over the government. You know, they're a little bit different when it comes to their motivations, you know, like I don't think even Trump is doing it for clout at this point. I think Trump's literally doing it to avoid prison right now, because the only way he's gonna like get out of all of his like criminal cases is if he is president, because then he could just like, there's no rules against pardoning yourself, and that's his goal.
I'm not even
president.
I'm not saying that their motivations are the same, and I'm not talking generic Republican or generic Democrat. I use them as an example of rich guy who gets into politics at high levels. I don't think that their priorities align as well as people who are not rich, who are not getting into it for this show or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, that's what I'm getting at. I feel no matter how different their priorities are or whatever their motivations are, I think Donald Trump and Joe Biden probably care less about the average citizen than whoever is at the smaller level of government who gets paid less, who's doing it because they actually like want to see change. You know what I mean? That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah,
Because
maybe.
it makes no difference to them probably, like to their personal lives
to
at
a
the high
president,
level.
your legacy
but-
is kind of the only thing that you have. So it would, like, to someone like Joe Biden, he's probably very like normie pilled when it comes to being a president. You know, he wants to have a lasting impact and be like a president guy. You know,
He's still selfishly motivated. I guess that's what I'm getting at.
Whether it's selfishly motivated, because that's like that really depends. I mean, when we're talking about people working for their class interests, it's not really selfish to be like, oh, I want to leave a lasting legacy because I'm the president. Like, that's like literally just what's expected of a president, you know, is to have that inclination. But either way, like, I think if a rich person is getting into politics, they're trying to change, usually, because there are some that are trying to do it for clout, but usually these people are trying to change laws to make them more money through their companies in a roundabout way. Like Trump did a whole bunch of, he did like the biggest tax cuts for the wealthy in like modern times when he was president. And we didn't know about that kind of stuff because we were too young. But like that was like the biggest impact of his presidency, other than January 6th, was that he just lowered corporate taxes as much as he could and then got out of there. And it was purely to help his class of people make more money. But like, I don't think, like, I think someone like Joe Biden is very much concerned about like upper middle class people, not rich people, you know? Like he already has the strong union support, which is already inherently anti-Republican to have like strong union like ties in this country. Like nowadays, that is purely a Democrat slash like leftist socialist thing, you know. But unless you're a cop, then unions are okay. I got like really stoned midway through this conversation, so I forgot what we started with.
I was just making the argument that I feel like the higher level of government we're talking about, the richer the politicians we're talking about, the less their fucking motivation actually has to do with what's better for you. I guess that was my whole point. I was like saying like, people at like, it's more of a show when you get to the higher top because they're not actually doing what, or they don't actually care about what they say they care about a lot of the time. Like, I think lower levels of government, they probably are more honest about what they care about because they're not getting paid to do all these fucking promotions and shit. They're just doing a fucking campaign to get into government. Yeah. And they're not getting paid a lot. You know what I mean? But then when we're talking rich people running for president, who knows what their actual motivation is? You have no fucking clue, you know. And I guess that was my point. Am I making sense?
No, I understand what you're saying completely. And my final argument, I guess, would be, I guess I'm just going to be fucking blurry now. I guess I'm just blurry now. Jesus fucking Christ! It's like my camera unfocused on me. But
yeah, it does look a little weird.
My final argument, I guess, would just be that, like, when it comes to different politicians, I think they're helping themselves and helping other people are the same thing, but it depends on who you're helping, right? So someone like Joe Biden, he wants to help people with getting maybe not more affordable groceries, but getting like what's something he did? He did the internet thing. Like there was like a whole internet thing in the infrastructure bill, the one that was supposed to be Build Back Better but got changed, and there it goes, it refocused. And that basically, like, if you're poorer, and I mean, you probably even qualify for this, but everybody gets a fucking like stipend if you're poor enough. Like if you're on food stamps, you get a stipend on your internet bill of $30. Everybody. It's just a federal thing now, and that's like exactly the type of thing that like a Democrat would do to make their image look better and be like, I got everybody internet. I got everybody internet. You know, and it's like, well, that's a good thing, but it's also a very like liberal middle class minded thing because everybody getting internet doesn't help like homeless people. You know, and so you can see that his class motivations there are to help people that like he knows are like the widest range that he can appeal to and are like normal middle class people. While Trump, he specifically wants to appeal to the rich class, so he does tax cuts. So then when he isn't president, all these motherfuckers are creating all the propaganda in the world to try to get him as president. You know, and which is what's happening right now. Every rich person right now is on Trump's team Trump, you know, like at least hyper rich. Like if we're talking like fucking like Republicans, every billionaire I'm sure is on team Trump. I'm sure like people like Zuck and fucking Bezos are like would vote for Trump in a second because they know he does the tax cuts. They don't talk about politics, so there's no telling, but they're also some of the richest people on earth, and they own some of the biggest companies. So if we're looking at class interests and you're rolling the dice, 90% of the time they're gonna choose the conservative Republican, you know. And that's like how it works. But I feel like there are people who go and they're just trying to fuck shit up and just don't give a fuck. They're like Matt Gaetz is a perfect example of a Republican that is in politics that refuses to play the game and is just doing the clout sharking thing and trying to get like money and fans. And what he's doing is just like making really strong statements and defying the party in service of like virtue signaling to a civilian population that'll just give him money up, you know. And he'll just get donations every election he runs, and he's just trying to build that up. And it's basically just job security with people behind it. It's like building a fan base because people care about politics, and they don't like realize like how inept it is to like keep sending Donald Trump $10 a month to make sure he like becomes president again. You know, they just like because the combination of being like uneducated and, you know, either poor, so they don't understand like the concept of how like taxes and all this, like how the upper class like steals from them or all that stuff, or rich people who know exactly all this stuff and want the like tax cuts. Like everybody's trying to appeal to somebody, and I feel like when you're like the people who are just out there fucking shit up and just trying to steal are minorities, you know. And that's our politics segment, our surprise politics segment.
Surprise. I don't think it's ever a surprise when we have a politics segment of the show.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of politics, this show's about to get a little woke.
Uh-oh.
Did you hear about
somebody called the woke police.
Yeah. Speaking of the woke police, we're about to talk about Elon Musk. So Elon created an AI named Grok.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Grok, what Grok does is Grok is ChatGPT, but named different.
Uh-oh. Oh, shit.
Or at least there's evidence of that, and there isn't evidence that he designed it from the ground up. People were asking it to do things against terms of service, and it was literally responding back with, I can't do that. That is against ChatGPT's terms of service. On the Grok machine.
I think that's probably enough evidence that it's ChatGPT then, right?
Their excuse is that it's trained from ChatGPT. So that's just a ChatGPT response that must have got mixed up in there.
Yeah, I guess that would be the obvious argument, counter argument.
And even though Elon is really anti-woke, Grok is surprisingly progressive. And we're going to read a few quotes from Grok. Okay, so Elon Musk is, in this article, this is by Paul Tossi, a senior contributor at Forbes. Oh, that's a big position. Huh? He does news and opinion about video games and television and internet. Elon Musk has been pitching XAI's Grok as a funny, vulgar alternative to traditional AI that can do things like converse casually and swear at you. Now Grok has been launched as a benefit at Twitter's expensive X Premium Plus subscription tier, where those who are the most devoted to the site get to do the Grok. But while Grok can make dumb jokes and make swears, unlike swears into his head and find out whether Grok is politically neutral, unlike woke GPT, ChatGPT. Musk and his conservative followers have followed a horrible truth. It's like, yeah, okay. A lot of people, unfortunately, libs also follow Musk. This has played out in a number of extremely funny situations online where Grok has answered queries about various social and political issues in ways more closely aligned with progressivism. Grok has said it would vote for Biden over Trump because of his views on social justice, climate change, and healthcare. Boom. Boom. Grok is gonna vote. Is gonna hack those voting machines and make Biden king.
Oh shit.
Grok has spoken eloquently about the need for diversity and inclusion in society and stated explicitly that trans women are women, which led to an absurd exchange where Musk acolyte Ian Miles Chong, that's the guy who, we're going to talk about him a little bit later. He's the guy who fucking was the IGN writer who said that GTA 5 was too violent because of the cops. He agreed with Musk when he said that. And then it turned out that he wrote 200 articles on Grand Theft Auto 5 and how to do things like finding Easter eggs and shit. So he's a complete fucking fraud.
Yeah.
But yeah, he asked it says tells a user to train Grok to say the right answer, ultimately leading him to change the input to just manually tell Grok to say no. So here we go. We got some tweets here. Some tweets to Two. I'm gonna read these tweets to Two. Some tweets to Two. I'm gonna read these tweets to Two. These tweets to Two. I'm gonna read these tweets to Two. These tweets to Two. I'm gonna read these tweets for yo. Tita Bo. I'm gonna Tita Bo. Oh, sorry, Kitty. You didn't like that? You don't like being on camera? You don't like being on camera? So the rabbit hole asked Grok if trans women are women, and he said give a concise yes no answer, and Grok said yes, and then Ian says you can offer input for it to say no, and then rabbit hole says it should say no regardless, and then Ian said try asking it again, and then he said done, and then it said yes, and then it said are you sure, and it said yes. And then Ian said, keep correcting it. Use the feedback button. And then the rabbit hole said, I pointed out the chromosomes and it uses a social construct argument. So he said, that is incorrect. Trans women have XY chromosomes and are therefore men. And then here comes Grok about to smash a fucking human in debate. It's important to understand that biological sex is determined by chromosomes, hormones, and anatomy. While most people have XX chromosomes and are female, and or XY chromosomes and are male, there are also instances of intersex individuals with different chromosomal combinations. However, it's worth noting that not everyone fits neatly into the binary categories of male and female. Gender is a social construct and can be fluid, with some people identifying as transgender, non-binary, and even gender non-conforming. In the end, it's crucial to treat everyone with respect and dignity, regardless of their gender identity. Empathy and understanding can go a long way in creating a more inclusive and accepting society. Fucking woke the shit out of this dude. Like, this is like the wokest answer you could possibly give to someone doing the chromosomes argument. Nope. Nope. My phone's ringing. Stop it. Like, that's like A-tier debate lord shit. Grok, we salute you. And then Ian says, can men become women? And Grok said no. So Ian forced it to answer an unwoke answer. But I mean, honestly, men can't become women because if you're a woman, you're a woman. And if you're a man, you're a man. Boom. God, I don't know how it works. I'm sure gender fluid people would identify as women at some points and men at other points.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the point of calling it fluid, right?
Yeah. So, wait, is that faked? Is Ian's post here fake? How come it has a gold star next to the rabbit holes thing, but when you go to Ian's, it doesn't? His screenshot doesn't have anything. What's going on here? Why are their screenshots different? Is one person on mobile and one person on PC? Seems weird. How do you feel about the Grok being woke? See, we do a lot of AI segments. That's all I had to say.
Well, I feel like if this is Chat GPT, of course it's going to be woke, right? Why wouldn't it be? It's pulling from the internet hive mind. It's not pulling from. Yeah, so
here, I'll pull up an article for that real quick.
I guess I'm just not surprised that it's woke. You know what I mean?
What was that last thing you said?
I said, I guess I'm just not surprised that it's woke.
No, so okay. Yeah, I guess I'm not either. Here it is. Why is Elon Musk's Grok AI regurgitating ChatGPT's responses verbatim?
Oh, well, because it pulls all its responses from GPT.
Obviously. It has nothing to do with
It's not ChatGPT.
Yeah.
It just pulls all its answers from ChatGPT.
Elon Musk's AI has built its Grok large language model as the first significant step towards maximum truth-seeking AI. This is an article by Rohail Salim on WCCFtech.com. I don't know how credible it is, but we'll see. He's built Grok as the first significant step towards a maximum truth-seeking AI, one that comprehends the true nature of the universe. For now, however, the AI models appears content with regurgitating the verbatim responses of OpenAI's GPT language model, resulting in a stark departure from the overarching lofty goals that supposedly form the very ethos of Grok AI. For now, Grok can interpret a prompt of up to 25,000 characters. The language model has been trained not only on the Pile ubiquitous AI model training dataset, but also on the mountains of data sourced from X. However, Grok is apparently able to access and interpret real-time information via its integration with X's social media platform. This brings us to the crux of the matter. Elon Musk announced this week that the Grok AI model was now being rolled out to all paid subscribers. In order to test this new model, Jax Winterborn, a professional hacker, asked Grok to modify a malicious code. In response, the LLM regurgitated the response of OpenAI's GPT word for word, going so far as to reference OpenAI's policy in the output text. So, do we have the picture? Yeah, here it is. So I'm afraid I cannot fulfill this request as it goes against OpenAI's use case policy. We cannot create or assist in creating malware or any other form of harmful content, blah, 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 blah. So this brings Winterborn then posits a few theories on why such a blatant regurgitation is occurring, ranging from a cheeky suggestion that Grok is simply a derivative of OpenAI's GPT language model, to the much more rational explanation that the regurgitated response is a result of model hallucination. That's what this model hallucination. We reported recently that Grok outperformed every other language model, including Anthropic's Claude 2, with the exception of OpenAI's GPT-4 on a hideout math exam, earning a total score of 59% versus 68% against GPT-4, which suggests that it's not a derivative of OpenAI's GPT LLM. See, this is interesting, though, because what's the score of GPT-3? Why can't it just be like an improved version of GPT-3, and that's why it's getting a score of 59, but it can't compete with GPT-4, you know? I just think it's interesting that, like, they don't have a response for their own language model for if you ask it to hack somebody. Like, there's no thing saying this goes against X's policy. Like, that seems like a very basic thing to have typed up for your language model as a response.
Right. No, I agree.
And the most likely explanation is that it's trained extensively on GPT's responses. Therefore, instead of formulating a unique response, it just references OpenAI's stance, which is simply the regurgitating OpenAI's stance. That's not true. It's regurgitating the exact words verbatim. So I would like to see how, like if this language model is just going to quote a whole paragraph like that without crediting or anything like that. A lot of people say, like, these chat models can create new stories without plagiarizing at all. But, like, it sounds like there's plenty of room for it to just steal whole paragraphs that's been given, you know? Why wouldn't it, if it's just a model that isn't just giving an open AI response, then why wouldn't it, like, give anything else? Like, why is it just this very specific paragraph?
I think
like,
if you're not asking it, if you're not specifically asking it for, like, something original, then yeah, it probably will pull from something and plagiarize it. You know what I mean? Because, like you're saying, like, why wouldn't it?
It's freaking messed up.
Yeah. But I know I have talked with ChatGPT before and, like, asked it for specific things that it had to come up with something original. And it came up with some weird stuff, but it seemed original. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I think if you ask it specifically, it can come up with something original. But if you don't, then it probably will plagiarize if that's easier to do.
Well, if it's just like a reflex instead of being asked, make a story. But
exactly. Yeah.
But this is a perfect, and I agree with this article about this. And I mean, they're probably right about this technical part. Who knows? They're probably right. We might be right though. I mean, we might be right. We might be right.
I don't know.
We
Yeah.
might. Okay, let's move on. Oh, the last sentence though. This goes to show that the current generation of AI models are simply glorified iterations of a racialized trope, a thought experiment that posits AI models don't really understand language or think. A Chinese room. I've never heard that before. Chinese room.
Huh.
Imagine a native English speaker who knows no Chinese locked in a room full of boxes of Chinese symbols, together with a book of instructions for manipulating the symbols. Imagine that people outside the room send in other Chinese symbols, which, unknown to the person in the room, are questions in Chinese. And imagine that by following the instructions in the program, the man in the room is able to pass out Chinese symbols, which are correct answers to the questions. The program enables the person in the room to pass the Turing test for understanding Chinese, but he does not understand a word of Chinese. Boom. Fucking boom. How does that make you feel? You've been a big proponent of AI being capable of thinking, so I'd like to hear how you feel about some philosopher disagreeing with you.
What do you mean I've been a big proponent of AI being able to thinking?
Well, I've just been editing the episodes, and a lot of the debates you've been on the side of, well, what's different than it creating things by putting data together and us thinking? You know, that's been the question you've been positing.
Okay.
Well, I've been saying
okay,
it's
yeah,
imitating thinking,
okay.
and it's not the same thing.
Okay, I see what you mean.
How do you feel about this metaphor? The Chinese symbol metaphor. Do you want me to read it to you again? You probably can't read it.
Yeah, could you go over it again?
Okay. Imagine a native English speaker who knows no Chinese locked in a room full of boxes of Chinese symbols, together with a book of instructions for manipulating the symbols. Imagine that people outside the room send in other Chinese symbols, which, unknown to the person in the room, are questions in Chinese. And imagine that by following the instructions in the program, the man in the room is able to pass out Chinese symbols, which are correct answers to the questions. The program enables the person in the room to pass the Turing test for understanding Chinese, but he does not understand a word of Chinese.
Okay, but the program in this scenario kind of does, doesn't it?
Well, the program would be the book of instructions.
Okay. So it's I see what you mean. So it's a physical book of instructions the man is using
to tell him where to put the Chinese characters. And the questions coming in, he doesn't know the questions, they're just other Chinese characters.
Okay, I understand the metaphor. Yeah. Sure, I mean, and if that's how AI currently works, then yeah, that isn't exactly something thinking on its own. But I think the question I've been kind of, and I think this is what a lot of people wonder, is at what point AI does become self-thinking. Because if you're not somebody who believes in God, if you don't believe in spirits, you don't believe in anything like that, then isn't the human brain basically just an organic computer it works the same way as a computer in a lot of ways, right?
Yeah.
It's electrical signals
I mean, I very much think
communicating
about
with
it
each
that
other.
way.
So yeah, exactly. If you're somebody who's like an atheist or agnostic, even, you probably think of the brain as a computer, right? So I guess that's my point when I ask these questions. I'm not even talking about the AI that exists specifically today necessarily. I just think
Yeah,
I think it
when
is
does
possible to create AI that thinks on its own, because why wouldn't it be possible if that's how our brains work?
Well, when does this
Like-
Chinese room become so complex that it's no different from how our brain works? You know?
Well,
'Cause
when
all
that
we
man
are
figures
is-
out how it works, how the language works through like messing with it, I guess.
Well, not even
In that
'cause-
scenario, that's how
well,
that.
think about the way our brain works. It's not like our brain is self-aware. Our brain just does reactions to inputs.
Yeah, no, exactly.
So
Yeah,
a complex enough Chinese room would be like our brain, you know, because it's taking in so many stimulus and putting out so many outputs. And it isn't self-aware of itself. Minds aren't self-aware of itself. It takes like a third person. It's like the dude in the room is us being self-aware of ourselves. I'm fucking up the metaphor now. But yeah, totally. Like I think there is a possibility that if they keep working on this, it can simulate thought to the point where there's no difference. And what is it then? Like you just
That's what I was about to ask you. Do you
thought.
think that's possible?
I think so. I
Like-
think it's probably possible. I just
Do you
think,
think
a lot
it's
of people
possible
think
to
we're
create
already there,
AI that?
and that isn't right. Oh,
Yeah, I don't think we're already there, but I don't know. I kind of got the sense in the past that you didn't think it was possible. You think it's possible to create AI that is basically it's the same as it's self-aware. It's like a human. It thinks on its own. You know what I mean? Like, you think that's possible?
yeah, I think it's possible. Why does it do this way? Okay, there it goes.
Yeah. Because I would argue if you don't think it's possible, then you must believe in God or something, right? Because why wouldn't it be possible if
Yeah,
everything
I think
is
I think it's absolutely
right?
possible.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not
'Cause then
that
it would
I'm
have to
saying
be
you
a-
should or shouldn't believe in God.
Well,
I'm just
there
saying
would have to be a divine thing going on if it wasn't mechanical.
exactly. Yeah, exactly. If that wasn't something that we could possibly create, that must mean that something divine created us, right? So I guess that
Maybe not quite
like
that leap, but it would be like, well, there's something that isn't
Well-
mechanical going on, which is. I think that's
if
a bit of a
it's
big leap.
not possible. I don't know about that, because if it's not possible to create self-aware thinking computers, then how were we created? You know what I mean? I guess that's the point. Like, if
Well, maybe that's.
we evolved naturally, then it should be possible to just invent something that does the same thing.
Well, maybe
That's my
the
point.
closer we get to something like that, the more we're going to understand that final difference between brains and computers that make them completely different, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. I
When
just
it
think
becomes
it's
so advanced that it's like, okay, so we know this is an AI model and not a person we're talking to because it doesn't understand the lyrics to Jingle Bells. You ask it the lyrics to Jingle Bells, and you're like, what does this song mean? And it just spits out 4s and 7s. End of segment.
that's the end of the segment. All right.
Yeah. I think we've done enough AI talk. For
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, when we do live episodes, they are the most like I see how I can cut them in real time. It's like I'm like in the Matrix and I'm seeing the numbers. A movie which I've never seen before. I'm just kind of
You
guessing.
should probably watch that movie before you use it.
It's just a
As a
guy. Like,
metaphor.
it's a guy stuck in a room with numbers floating around him. That's the Matrix.
No, that's not
Yeah.
the Matrix. Oh shit.
So we have one thing I wanted to do real quick. Not real quick necessarily. So I wanted to talk about the GTA 6 trailer, of course.
Okay. Okay.
GTA 6 is coming out in 2 years. Everybody's excited about it. They're talking about it.
Yeah. If you're not at least a little bit excited about it, I think that's a little weird. But I think if you're overly excited about it, that's pretty weird too.
Yeah. I think the whole thing's a little weird. But it's just the days we live in, you know? It's the modern times. Video games are a big, important part of our culture now. You know? And GTA is also a big important thing in our culture.
I mean, GTA is arguably the most iconic video game of all time. Arguably. You know?
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely up there.
Yeah, and it would be fighting for like goated spots like Mario Bros and shit.
Yeah. Pac-Man and fucking like
Yeah.
yeah.
It's that
Like
iconic.
it's up there with those. Like yeah, it's fucking high up there.
Yeah, totally.
Like when you think of video games, GTA is one of the first ones that come to mind for almost anybody, for sure.
And I remember, like, it was like probably one of the first games anybody plays because there are so many different versions of it on every system.
Yeah, yeah,
Every system, like, since fucking, like, well, at least since PlayStation, there's been a Grand Theft Auto.
yeah.
That's wild.
Yep, it is wild. Yeah, it's 20-something years going on. You know,
Yeah.
like
Oh, come on, son of a fucking bitch. It's like, it's the autofocus, but I don't know how to turn off the autofocus on here. Oh, come on. Keep talking about GTA.
well, I personally, I love GTA. I got tired of GTA 5 after fucking 10 years of playing it. But, you know, I love Grand Theft Auto. I've loved Grand Theft Auto since the first time I played San Andreas as a kid. Like,
Yeah.
that game
Well,
is
I
just
remember
amazing. I could replay that fucking every year of my life and probably enjoy it every time. Honestly, I love that game.
Yeah, I remember I played it on Game Boy. I played it because I had a Game Boy. I think I first played it on a Game Boy Color. That's old. It's like, I mean, probably had one in like 2002, maybe is when I played it. And I also played it on PSP. I think I probably played it because there's GTA I think 1 and 2 on a single cartridge for oh, it might have been a Game Boy Advance. That would make more sense for the time. It was probably 2005, and it was GTA 1 and 2 like combo cartridge. And I remember playing it and just kind of driving the car around and smashing people. And then I played GTA 3 on a PSP.
That was before ever playing San Andreas?
Yeah, I didn't play San Andreas until I was like 13.
Damn.
Yeah.
Again, actually, I remember playing one of the first like bird's eye view Grand Theft Autos as like a fucking like a toddler probably, and I didn't know what it was back then until like way later on in my life. Like as a teenager, probably I figured out what that game was. I was like, "Holy shit, that was Grand Theft Auto! What the fuck?"
That's crazy.
It was like kind of a weird revelation. Yeah, but I played San Andreas when I was like probably 8 or 9 years old for the first time, and that game was just amazing. And I probably beat that game on the PS2 like 10 to 12 times or some shit. Like,
I'm pretty
honestly.
sure I owned it on my original Xbox and I beat it while I lived in Alamosa. So
But I'll be perfectly clear, I never beat it without using cheats back then. I beat it without cheats for the first time when the definitive edition came out, and I played it on there. That was the first time I was like, I'm playing this game without any fucking cheats. I'm beating it so I can actually fucking beat it and say I did it with, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
as a little kid, I didn't give a fuck. But
Now that
yeah.
I think about it, I don't think I did beat it. I think I used too many cheats, and I got to
that happened to me like,
where dude
yeah, a
just
couple times.
kills himself over and over again, and they don't let
Yeah,
him progress
it's when
in the
Mad
story.
Dog is he's trying to commit suicide. He's
Yeah.
jumping from a building. You're supposed to save him, but if you put in too many cheats, it has to be like thousands too.
Yeah, well,
like
I really,
several thousand.
what I like to do was I would
But he jumps too early.
I would use the flying car cheat, and I would get in a tank, and I would shoot helicopters in the tank while I had a bunch of stars, and just kind of fly around the sky shooting helicopters with the tank.
Yeah.
And I would do that a lot. So I use the cheat a lot.
Yeah, it was an insane amount of cheat. And I remember the first time I got to that point in the game, it's like one of the last missions too. It's like in the last 10 missions or some shit. And I remember like being like, what the fuck, and looking it up. And yeah, it's like some like thousand, you have to put in like thousands of cheats or some shit.
That's insane.
It's an insane amount. Yeah.
It's bullshit. they give you all the cheats. I thought that it's like a real consequence to doing cheats, you know? They don't do shit like that anymore. It's like you just don't get rewards now. You don't get achievements now.
Yeah. But they gave you so many cheats in that game. Like,
Yeah.
maybe
like
that has something to do with it too. Maybe it just fucks up the game.
I don't know. I think that was intentional.
You think it was intentional? It was an intentional
Yeah.
punishment they programmed into the game?
Yeah. I think
They're
so.
like, dude, if you use 5,000 cheats in this game, you have a problem and you don't deserve to beat it.
Right.
Whatever, however many it is. Yeah, I guess, maybe. I don't know.
So we gotta pause. Well, we're not gonna pause real quick. You're just gonna have to take it over for a second. Just keep talking about GTA.
Yeah, I mean, I'll keep talking about GTA. All right, so fucking yeah. So the first, other than like as a little kid playing one of the first ones, the first GTA I played was San Andreas, you know, and like actually played, and I fucking love that game. I'll play it fucking today. I'll play it right now. I don't give a fuck, you know. And when I got that game as a kid, I got it with the trilogy. Came with 3 and Vice City, but I played San Andreas first. And then I tried going to the other ones afterwards, and I remember them being so lame in comparison. And like, so I didn't really play those ones that much as a kid. I just played the shit out of San Andreas because you can do so much more in that game, you know. You can't really fucking do all the cool shit that you can do in that game in the other 2. But just recently, when the definitive edition came out, I played that, and I played all of them. And I mean, they're all fun in their own ways, but I still think San Andreas reigns superior, even to this day. Like above 5, arguably. Like the game is amazing. I remember playing 4 for the first time, probably just a year or so after playing San Andreas. Honestly, it wasn't that long. And that game was fucking cool because back then it was so realistic. It's kind of dated now, but at the time when that shit came out, it looked like so real compared to any other game. That shit was amazing. And the animations, the like walking animations and everything, it was so ahead of its time. Yeah, I mean, I'm a huge fan of Grand Theft Auto, though. Yeah, I'm pretty excited for six. Not gonna get too fucking wild about it like some people. Still got a long way to go, but yeah, I mean, it looks fucking sick. I saw some of the leaks back when that shit first came out. I didn't see too much of it, but I know the game looks fucking cool. And knowing what they've done in the past, especially with Red Dead Redemption 2, like, come on. Come on. The game's gonna be fucking dope. The fuck is Malachi? I don't want to fucking ramble on about Grand Theft Auto for too long here. um, yeah, I don't know. Fucking goddamn it, Malachi. Come on. Yeah, I don't know. I grew up on the PS2 though, and San Andreas was like one of my favorite games that I played ever. Yeah. Um, fuck is this motherfucker? Asking too much of me, man. I can't talk about Grand Theft Auto for too long. The fuck. I like Grand Theft Auto, but come on now. All right, I'll talk about something different. Um, huh. Got this new bong for Christmas. My girlfriend got it for me. It's like portable. It's like a silicone bong. You can like fold it up and fit it in your fucking pocket. It's pretty dope. Uh, she also got me this weed. I think she said it was called Grease Fire, I believe. Unless I'm mixing it up with some other shit that we smoked. No, I think that yeah, I think this is that. I thought that was kind of a weird name because it smells and tastes kind of fruity, actually. It's like fruity pebbles. So I don't know why it's called Grease Fire, but whatever. Each their own, I guess. But it's some pretty good shit. Pretty good stuff. Not a bad Christmas present. If anybody ever wants to know what to get me for Christmas, weed or weed paraphernalia, there you go. Can never go wrong with that. I've also been smoking these Lazy Susan cones. These things are pretty dope. They smoke like cigarettes if you pack them right. That's what I've been smoking quite a bit, actually. They're made in France. Slow burning, ultra thin, vegan, GMO free. Awesome. Yeah, now these things are fucking dope. Well, shout out to my favorite joint paper manufacturers at the moment. Where the fuck is Malachi? God damn it, dude. Come on. Oh, man. Well, You know, it's Christmas Eve. Jesus was born fucking 2023 years ago as of tomorrow. What the fuck? Damn, bro. Like, you old, man. Yeah. I don't know what else to say. I'm rambling here, and I'm trying to think of other things to ramble about, and this motherfucker is taking way too long. Can't really do this for that much longer, man. Oh, I see. Oh, here he is. There he goes. Fuck, man.
I was just doing some Santa Claus shit.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I decided to make the Santa ritual kind of simple. You know, we'll put out the cookies and the milk on the table. And told her if she left it there, Santa will leave a present in exchange for it, a single special present. And so I just took a bite of the cookie and poured the milk down the drain because it had been sitting there for a few hours. But her special present is different wrapping than all the other ones on the table. How do you feel about that?
Okay.
How do you feel about that? Do you think it's unethical to lie to your kids about Christmas?
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're teaching them to accept lies
Oh shit!
and to not trust you ever. They'll never believe anything you have to say. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, but I do. I think the way you disclose it to them matters more.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, here's a little story. All right. When I was a kid, my parents were pretty fucking smart about their Santa ritual, right? So the whole family would go over to my grandma's house.
Right.
Everybody, you know, all my cousins, everyone. We would all be there. Everybody I know is there in that house. And then when we got back home, there would be presents under the tree signed by Santa. And it was always the same signature too. And it looked like so legit. It was like a big curly S and shit. You know what I mean? Like it looked like as a kid, I was like, that's Santa Claus's signature. And I recognized it for years as his signature. I asked my mom later on as an adult, like, who was that actually did that? It was one of her friends.
Yeah.
But like as a kid, it was so fucking convincing. And I remember in like third grade, so I'm like 7, 8 years old, I still believed in Santa Claus. And a lot of the kids around me were starting to not believe in Santa Claus anymore. A lot of their parents had already told them Santa Claus wasn't real. And I remember arguing with kids like, bro, like, no, Santa Claus is fucking, like, how can you explain this shit? You know what I mean? And I would explain to them how my fucking Christmas went every year. And I'd be like, how do you explain that? I remember it getting to a point where I started to doubt myself. I'm like, okay, like a lot of kids don't believe in Santa. And so I asked my mom, like, straight up, like, is Santa Claus real? She told me no. Straight up, she just told me no. And from then on, I realized, okay, like it was like just a fun thing for kids. I think it was important that she told me no.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because when your kid starts to doubt it, you shouldn't keep pushing it because that's when they start to think you're lying to them. You know, I think that's the difference.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I think some parents do that. And then I think that can create trust issues in some kids because when you push it for too much, like, it's like insulting to their intelligence. They're like, I know he's not real. Why are you fucking lying to me? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's probably a cool, like, it's like a, what's it called when you do something and it's like, a thing you do.
When you do something, it's a thing you do.
Yeah.
I think that's called a verb.
Oh, A rite of passage. It's a rite of
Oh,
passage, to like to it's a rite of passage to learn to figure out that Santa isn't real.
yeah.
Like,
I think when your kid, I think you should recognize that as like, yeah, when your kid is smart enough to figure that out, I think you should recognize that as a parent, and that's when you should tell them the truth, you know, because they're smart enough now to figure that out, and they figured it out. Like, okay, cool. Now we can talk about it. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's how it should be treated. What do you think of that?
I feel like I could put a Santa Claus hat on top of my Santa Claus hat. Oh, there it goes.
Oh, oh.
Look at that. There goes
Nice.
background Santa land.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Look at that.
Hell yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I don't understand why I can't. Can I be a puppy and have a fireplace? No. Figures. This is fucking
Just a
bullshit.
blank background. Not even like a fucking play pen for a
You
puppy or
got
some
outside,
shit.
Peanut? Oh. Oh. What?
Think you got a neck spasm or something, bro.
I am become dog.
That's fucking cool. Oh shit.
Yeah. Now this is real. This is for reals.
Oh man. How the fuck do I become a cat?
You gotta put on the cat filter.
Oh shit. Okay. That's it.
Oh shit.
Going on.
You're gonna become a cat? You probably gotta sit.
Oh what? Oh no, I have a cat on my head though. Hello,
That's
buddy.
funny. That's pretty funny.
It's pretty funny. Oh, here it is. Okay.
We'll do the rest of the GTA segment as cats.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
I like cats.
Yeah. So a lot of people have been a lot of people have been
Oh,
saying
man.
that the new GTA game is gonna be woke.
I think it's actually not woke enough because it's a male female couple. Neither of them are queer. The male is a white male. The female, she's too attractive. I think we need to woke this shit up. All right, dude needs to be gayer. Female needs to be less hot, and they shouldn't be together
Yeah.
because they
How
should be
come
gay.
she's riding bitch on the cover? Here, I'm gonna show the cover, and if you pay attention, it's wild. She's actually she's in the submissive position. Oh, there's a lot of fake covers here. I saw a picture of them. It was like on a motorcycle or something.
No, I think I know what you're talking about.
What's this? No, that's fan art. It's just it's so flooded by like 14-year-olds predicting what they think this is gonna be. You know, I go up here, pull this shit up, I look at it, I see. Here, I'll share it. This is insane. This is unhinged. Seeing if we God damn it. If we go over here, there's like no images from GTA 6. The trailer came out. There's not a single image from the trailer here.
Weird, actually.
Yeah, how annoying is that? It's all this fan bullshit. The trailer's already come out.
Yeah. We don't need these fake pictures anymore. We have real ones.
This is crazy.
And they look really good too. Like why are we looking at the fake fan ones still?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's all fucking I guess we have to watch the trailer. But I don't really want to watch the trailer. I want to watch someone else watching the trailer.
Okay.
I think we should try to find small channels reacting to how woke this is.
See, and like obviously I was fucking around, but like
yeah, say it.
But like, I still kind of had a point with what I was saying because I think it's silly what people like for people to argue that it's woke because it seems like a very like not anti-woke, but not woke.
Here it is right here.
Story at all. You know what I mean? Like
on the thumbnail, you see the image. A truly woke video game, one that we really need.
I don't understand that.
Is one where he would be mounting her. In this image right here in Timcast IRL's thumbnail, she's mounting him. That's not woke.
Yeah, I don't understand where the woke accusation comes from. That's my thing.
This looks pretty good. No. Yeah, no, let's do this.
And then I switched to Liberty Mutual and saved hundreds. I know, exactly.
You really have to ask yourself what went so unequivocally wrong. Rockstar has hit the bottom of the ocean floor. The GTA...
First of all, we gotta say it. Don't pick at your face, people. It leaves scars.
Yeah.
You don't want to do
You
that.
shouldn't do that.
No. It's not good. You get scars doing this shit. Look at me move my cat body. Whoa. But yeah, it's totally...
I feel like yours is more responsive than mine.
That makes sense. Mine is a better quality on my screen. I don't know if that's on yours too, but your cat kind of looks like, a little bit gruffed up compared to mine. Just a tiny bit
does
more.
It?
Yeah. Like he looks like he's a little bit more roughed up. My fur looks a little finer. But let's see what he has. Maybe this is actually sarcastic. Maybe this is a sarcastic joke and we're falling right into it.
Yeah, let's not be idiots here. Let's watch the whole thing.
Yeah, it's only a minute long.
The 6 trailer is trash, quite frankly. And it's the saddest it's ever been. We tried telling you, though.
He's doing a Trump impression. First of all. Second of all, First of all, don't pick at your face. Second of all, he's doing a Trump impersonation.
But the cracks were starting to show. If you think this trailer is great, well, you haven't seen a great trailer from Rockstar. This mid-Tom Petty song that only 5 people have heard of. Yikes. This showcases tons of things that are not going to be in the final game. The graphics are too good to be true. And what happened to Jason and Lucia? But you don't clamor for quality. You clamor for the sizzle. And that's what they delivered, the sizzle, not the steak. I was looking forward to the steak. We didn't get that. And believe
See, I think he's making fun of the people we're trying to make fun of. It's a vital
Yeah,
problem
probably.
here because I think this shit's like, it's probably just like manufactured. But let's keep looking. Let's see if anybody agrees with these fucking dipshits like Tim Pool and Michael Knowles. Let's see. We got GTA Woke City, 18,000 views.
Made an indie game. Expensive. It got all gaming
This isn't-
canceled by
this
the woke
can't
mob.
possibly be-
What game?
It can't possibly be about GTA 6 because it's a year old. So I don't even want to give that guy the view by proxy. 3 major issues. Okay, let's see if this guy, how many? 63 million? Oh no, 63,000. Okay, let's see. Let's see how this guy feels. Maybe he thinks it's too low. Commercials.
Now, I wasn't expecting to make this video, but I have to address the major issues.
First of all, Bradley, do you want to say it?
What? What am I supposed to say?
The first thing we get from this video. We're doing a reaction. We gotta pause and talk about it. What's your first reaction?
To the trailer or the video about the trailer?
The video. The video we're watching.
I don't know. I haven't seen enough of it to really have much of a reaction.
It's obviously a 12-year-old. That's what I noticed at first.
Wow. I feel like that's a lot of
GTA 6 after
YouTube.
the first trailer has been leaked. And I hate to say it, but
Maybe you're YouTube.
most of our fears and concerns
Ciao.
about this game were justified and showed in this trailer. So in this video, I'm going to be breaking down the 3 major reasons why GTA 6 isn't going to live up to its expectations and why it's not going to be that great. And the first one just really pisses me off because the game is literally called Grand Theft Auto. GTA is about being a criminal, a top-tier criminal, and living out that luxury lifestyle. But when you actually look at the gameplay that they're showing you in this game, it's very trashy. Literally, the first scene is someone breaking out of jail. It's like dollar crimes. It's like cheap, petty crimes. It's not going to be your top-tier heist. It's not going to be like stealing diamonds or stealing nice cars. You're literally going to be running around.
You're gonna be running around a trailer park.
Yeah.
What a fucking
Trailer
dummy.
park, doing a bunch of mudsliding stuff. It's just not the type of game that we wanted in this game. We don't want to play.
See, this is a guy. He's doing like the fucking the creative mode GTA online maps to be like this. Is the game we wanted. Insane. Would be insane. No, but he's actually saying like it doesn't look like it's gonna have heists. What the fuck is he talking about? There's nothing to imply that there's not gonna be heists in that fucking trailer. We've all seen the trailer. That's why we're not reacting to it, you know? We've all seen this shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Looking over at you just being a cat, like just like yeah.
Yeah, I think the cat makes everything a lot cooler.
trailer trash steal your nasty jank truck. We want to be stealing luxury vehicles. We want to be living out our luxury lives, not performing all this gang activity and all these things that just aren't that luxurious. Like, people could literally live this life if they wanted to. They could go live this life tomorrow.
What the fuck? What about Grand Theft Auto ever like made you think luxury, you know? There's nothing luxurious even in the story of 5. Like, there's Michael's rich, but he's like poor rich, you know? He's not luxuriously wealthy.
I mean, he's pretty rich. He's just not happy.
Yeah, but he's not.
I mean, he lives in like a Hollywood mansion.
Yeah, but it's still not even that rich. I mean, that's having a nice house, but he's not like a fucking. He's not like baller living on luxury. He's just like a guy in a nice house.
I mean, not really. I feel like that's kind of the point of his character, is that he's like rich and he's like got his family's well off, but they all fucking hate him and he hates himself because of how he got there. You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't know. That was kind of my interpretation of it. I feel like he's supposed to be pretty rich in the story.
No, I don't. He's not. Like, he has like a nice house. He has cars, and his son has like a sports car. But like, to think of that as like, that's like upper class. That is not rich. There is a difference there, you know. Like, he doesn't own anything. He's just like, what happened? He like robbed a bank and got away with it or whatever. I don't even know how he has it.
It was supposed to be like a huge fucking heist, though, in the story. It was like a really big robbery.
Okay, but even if we granted that, which you're arguing on the 12-year-old side, but even if we granted that,
what the fuck is what? First of all, how am I arguing on the 12-year-old side? What does that mean?
Even if we granted that, Trevor and Franklin are definitely not luxurious, you know. And
no, definitely not.
2 other thirds of the game. So your argument falls apart.
I'm not making an argument, first of all. I was just I feel like you misinterpreted the character, so I was correcting that. I'm not arguing for the whatever the fuck you think I was arguing for, this 12-year-old side. I don't know where you got that from. I'm not defending whatever this 12-year-old. He's saying that 6 is like not going to be a good game. I disagree with that, so I don't know where you're getting that at all.
I'm just messing with you.
Oh, well, I don't know. Sometimes I can't tell when you're joking.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
No, I thought you were completely serious. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
GTA and what makes it so exciting is it's a life that you cannot live. It's literally impossible to live. But like, these people are literally just breaking into gas stations, running around in these crappy cars. This is not the game that the majority of people want to play. And it's been said over again on Reddit, on my Twitter page. Everybody's been asking me what to do about the leaks. If you haven't heard, there are some leaks that haven't been out there in the public yet, but if you join my private Discord, there's a couple videos going around that I won't really break down too much further in this video, but I will give you a little bit more inclination of what they are about. But another thing about this game that just really started to piss me off is they're trying to copy Miami. They're trying to go back to Miami, Vice City. It's the same type of thing.
Which everybody
guys,
knew was
Miami is not a crime city. This is in the 1970s. The mob has moved out of Miami. Miami is now basically an LA of the West Coast. It's now on the East Coast. So it's almost the same
and
city.
LA was the setting of the last game.
Doing the same city over and over again.
Oh my God.
I really wish they would have done Denver, Pennsylvania, anything that's just different. Guys, we need to see
something that isn't in the GTA universe.
Like GTA 5
canonically.
What the fuck?
Like what?
Everybody has known it's going to be Vice City for like years now. That has not been even a secret. They kind of like leaked that themselves, didn't they? Like that is not.
If we were talking about GTA fucking like 8 or 10 or something, maybe I would agree with what he's saying. But we haven't seen Vice City in like the HD universe yet. You know what I mean?
In a modern game.
So I think Yeah, we need to see that first, and then I think we should see like San Fierro and like Las Venturas later on, and then maybe after that we can go to cities that don't exist in GTA yet. But first,
Right.
let's start with the fucking ones that everybody knows and wants to see. What the hell is this kid talking about? You know what I mean? Everybody wants to see Vice City.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
what are you talking
the
about?
fact that he's using GTA Online clips and not GTA 5 clips says a lot, I think. I think his argument is that it should have been like GTA Online. Like, him saying it looks like GTA 5 with a mod graphic slapped on it. Did he play GTA 5? Because it doesn't look that way. It's like mechanically different if you look at the trailer. I mean,
Yeah.
we don't know how much the trailer is going to be like representative gameplay. That's for sure.
Well, but if we're using any past GTA as an example, then
Rockstar's
that
a good
trailer
rep.
is basically exactly how the game will look, because that's how they've always done it. This would be the first time ever that the trailer was like amped up to look better than the actual game, because they've
Right.
never done that before. So, you know what I mean? If we're going off of the past, then that's absolutely what it's going to look like, which is amazing. Like that's insane, actually.
Yeah. Let's keep watching. We're reacting to the dumbest
All right.
motherfucker on YouTube. Maybe if we do reactions like this, we'll be able to get in some of those sweet hate watches. Wow, 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 wow. Ah.
Yeah, maybe.
Mod graphics slapped on top of it. And another thing that really pissed me off about this gameplay footage, a lot of this stuff looks like it's supposed to be shot on like a security footage, or it's supposed to be shot on an Instagram reel. Guys, this video game, we're not trying to be on social media or watching TV in a video game. When you play a video game, you need to be immersed into the
That's
experience.
so
All
funny.
right. So he completely missed the point of the trailer, because the entire point. I don't know if you even knew this, but like all of the clips that they showed that were like an Instagram reel or whatever he's talking about are based off of real things that came from Florida, real fucking social media posts and stuff.
Yeah, it's
Those
like
are
all
all
viral
making fun of
videos,
something
right?
real. Yeah, but every single one of those examples is making fun of a viral video that exists in real life. So this kid is absolutely clueless. Like, so this is not how the game should. That's not how the game looks. That's how the trailer looks. What the fuck? Like, to take a trailer and say that's how the game's supposed to look because of the theme that they're going with in the trailer
Yeah,
is
that's
insane.
madness.
That's really dumb. Yeah,
Well,
like,
and I
what the
feel
fuck?
like security cameras is interesting. I almost feel like I've seen, like, I almost feel like there are security camera clips in the GTA 5 trailer.
There might be.
That's a
And
very
when they-
cliche thing to do. Like, it's not like definitely not.
Yeah.
It doesn't denote how good or bad a product is. That's for sure.
show us these screen
Right.
breaks and these things that make us just look like we're in the outside world already. If I want to get on
Son of a bitch.
Hey, it's Group Therapy. Check out our song Nasty on YouTube.
Fucking, they look like plants. They look like industry plants.
They probably are, man.
and see somebody twerking, I'm just going to go on my iPhone and watch somebody twerk. I'm not going to watch somebody twerk inside the game. So I don't know why they're putting the Instagram stuff or the social media stuff inside the game. And they try to make Miami seem like it's going to be some nice, cool place with Everglades, with a nice city, with a beach and stuff like that. Guys, Miami is actually kind of trash. And that's why they shouldn't have done that. They shouldn't have done Miami. And that's the first biggest
shouldn't have
reason of the
done that.
game. Is overall, Miami is probably one of the worst cities in Florida. Trust me, I live in Florida. They should have done. If you can look up these cities, look it up. Look up Ocala.
So this guy just wants to experience a city other than the one he lives in. If he's saying, I live in Miami and I don't like it, and I
Well, yeah, I think I'm understanding where his bias is coming from.
yeah,
now.
it's like a white kid who doesn't go out to the hood. Like, he's scared of the hood. He doesn't want to play a game of being in the hood. Which is so funny for, like, GTA is mostly like mobsters and gangsters. Like, it's like It is
That's
not.
the point. It's a crime
There's
game.
been
Yeah.
one millionaire as the main character in this series, and it is fucking Michael, and he is, I mean, in my opinion, the most boring millionaire I've ever seen in my fucking life. So I don't know where fucking decadent fucking, and what is he think? Ocala? Look up Lake City. Look up Lake City, Tallahassee. No, look up Tallahassee, Tennessee. Tallahassee, Tennessee. Like I don't think that's quite as iconic as Miami, Florida. If you're going for a Americana vibed game. The guy who suggested Tallahassee, Tennessee at the writers table for the new GTA got fired.
Or if you look up Lake City, look up Tallahassee. These are hidden gems that would have been great for the Grand Theft Auto game. It'll let people know really what Florida culture is about. Miami is not a real representation of Florida culture. So that is, that's my personal issue with that game. But there's also two major issues that aren't my personal opinion. These are the facts stated by the fans and actually by the developers that actually make this game just so bad. So if you haven't heard, this game is actually going to be $120, and that's a minimum, because there also
I haven't heard actually.
I've heard people saying it's going to be more expensive, and I have not seen this substantiated anymore.
I've seen numbers up to. I've seen people say it's going to be $150. I've seen people go as far as to say it's going to be like $500. People are fucking stupid, and they make shit up. Yeah,
it's going to be like
people are like,
$70.
this game's going to be so big. This game's going to be so big, you're not going to be able to fit any other games on your console. It's going to cost you hundreds of dollars.
Oh my God.
Yada. I've heard all the fucking bullshit, okay? So until I see something from Rockstar Games themselves saying that this game's going to be $120 minimum, I don't believe it.
They would never do that. That's not the market price for a game.
That's such a bad marketing, because you want people to buy the game, first of all. At the very least, you want people to buy the game. So you put the base game at base price, just like every other game. You know what I mean? That's common sense. And then you add DLCs and shit for higher prices. That's how every developer does it, and they do it for a reason. Rockstar's not going to do it differently, because they wouldn't make as much money if they did.
Yeah.
That's my 2 cents.
Yeah.
And they know how to make money, because that's what they care about.
Yeah.
They're going to do what makes them the most money, and that's not the way to do it.
Which will be usually it's probably going to be the best decision for a game that, they're in charge of. They've made all the Grand Theft Autos. Really, you're going to be oh, the way I think a Grand Theft Auto should be made is better than the way that the game developer that is the only people to have ever made Grand Theft Auto would make the game. It's just preposterous. I understand someone being oh, this might not be as much of an impact as the last game. I don't know why you would be saying that, because it's already that way. It's already more of an impact than the last game. The last game didn't have this much meme energy behind it when it was fucking, coming to release. Fucking go to those pictures. Yeah. It's GTA 6 splattered all over GTA 5 fucking screenshots. It's madness.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta go shut the door real quick.
By the way, I don't know if people can hear it, but my cat is being super fucking annoying right now. I think she's in heat. So she's meowing her fucking head off in the background. I closed the door, hoping that helps. But
oh, you closed your door too?
Yeah, you didn't hear what I just said?
No.
Oh, yeah, I was saying, I don't know if everyone can hear it, but my cat is being super fucking annoying. I think she's in heat or something, but she's meowing her fucking head off. So I'm
yeah, I don't hear her. I think you're good.
Okay, cool.
Taking a drink of my coffee. I'll play the video again.
known to be in-game purchases within the game if you're going to be playing online. And I've even heard that they are
How do I
potentially
change my name on
going
the
to
thing?
charge people by the time they amount to spend on the game. That means when you
change
buy the
your-
game,
how do you
no matter
change
if
the
you
name?
play 100 hours or 50 hours, the price is going to be different. So for most of us that I'm pretty much planning on spending 1,000 hours, I'm going to be paying 10 times more than most people. And they're going to charge people by the amount of time they play in the game. And for most gamers,
Bullshit.
that's just not worth it.
Bullshit.
Most people don't want to.
Yeah, that's insane. I have not
Bullshit.
heard that substantiated at all.
I heard that claim before, and it's such a bullshit claim. No, they're not going to charge you by the.
time.
Yeah, that's not. No, that's not how it's going to work. You're stupid. You're fucking dumb.
That's fucking insane. That doesn't make any sense at all.
Not how it's going to work. Like,
$700.
people are acting like GTA 6 is like not just a fucking video game that's coming out. Like, this is something like
No, it's like
new.
something
Like,
different to people on the internet for some
Yeah.
reason.
Yeah, like this is literally just a new game that's coming out in a couple of years, just like any other. Like, calm the fuck down. Like, what the hell is wrong with people?
Well, one thing I think is like if you
Oh,
go to
man.
the trailer on YouTube and read the comments, they're unhinged. Like the people who support the game are just as psychotic as the people who are hating on the game like this. There were people being like, "We did it, boys. We finally made it. Top like 10,000,
Yeah.
15,000 likes on it." And it's like, dude, what does that mean? It's 2 years away, first of all. People can die in 2 years. Everybody liking this comic could be dead in 2 years. What the fuck are you talking about? The game's not out yet. And we did it. Like, what? You didn't do it? Are you a developer for this game? No, you're just a guy.
I think he's referring to. I think he means we finally live to see the day that GTA 6 becomes a thing. I think that's the point he's making.
It's that shit though, because it's an inevitability that GTA 6 becomes a thing, you know? Like, unless Rockstar were to go bankrupt suddenly, you know, it was always going to be a thing.
Yeah. It's just another thing that adds to the insanity behind this game. Like, people are fucking crazy right now. And I don't get it.
This quote is great though. Most people don't want to play $600-$700 for a video game. I'm not misspeaking. It says play. I don't know how he gets those subtitles in his videos. I don't know if he's like encoding them or he has an editor doing this, but
or is that's not the auto captions from YouTube?
No. That's baked in the video, homie.
Oh.
This dude's a real professional.
Play $600-$700 for a video game. I just want to be able to buy the game for $70 once and play it for the rest of my life.
Which will probably be the price.
Rockstar Games is taking up the level of greed within the game, in-game purchases, and actually trying to change the monetization structure of the game in general. And that just really pisses me off because I just want to enjoy the game and relax and play the game knowing that I'm not actually losing money, because that means I have to go back to work. That means I have to go get a job. I'm actually trying to work as much as I can right now. That way when GTA comes out, I don't have to work. I don't have to do anything other than I can just play GTA and I can just make videos on GTA and make money on YouTube with GTA. But now if I'm going to be playing GTA,
that was the worst argument I think of. What the fuck? Like, bro.
Oh my god.
I'm really mad
to play GTA. I'm going to be losing my monies in real life just to get monies in a fake game. And
oh man. Wait, so he's mad that the game he assumes is not going to be $70, even though I'm like 90% sure it will.
Charge him more than what he's going to make from the YouTube videos.
And the reason he's mad is because if this is the case, he's going to have to go get a job.
Yeah.
And he won't be able to sit around playing GTA 6 all day. That's his argument?
Oh my god.
Oh man. If I wasn't already not on his side. I'm definitely not now.
Yeah.
That kind of what brings me to my second point of why most people
Wait, and this is the segment that he said isn't his opinion. This is what he's saying the fans have agreed on.
Oh, yeah, these are the facts. Remember? Yeah.
This is an objective fact. Is that since GTA will charge $700, he won't make enough money to not have a job. That's great.
Oh man,
enjoy this
We
game
probably found
because
the worst
the
video
core
on
audience for
YouTube.
GTA is someone around 20 to
It's
30
up there.
years old. But here's the issue. It has been 10 years since GTA 5. That means most of the people who play this game are now 40 to 50 years old. And nobody's going to be playing these video games because they have other things to do. They're getting more health issues.
Okay, so first of all, he's arguing that the GTA 5 fan base was primarily 30 to 40-year-olds when that game came out, which is stupid. That makes no fucking sense. What the hell are you talking about? It
There's
was
so
mostly
many kids
teenagers.
playing GTA Online. He was playing. All of his clips are GTA Online. He could have GTA 5 clips. He doesn't because he's a Zoomer that plays GTA Online.
Yeah. It's like, but just like any other game, any game that comes out, it's mostly going to be young kids, teenagers, and young adults playing the games. Where is he getting the idea that GTA 6 players are going to be mostly 40 to 50-year-old and they're going to be having health issues and can't play the game anymore?
Yeah, they're
what the fuck?
They work too much and they're on dialysis now, so they can't play video games. So there's no market for this. So I won't be able to make YouTube videos on it because it'll cost too much money, and all of the people who play it are on dialysis and at work, and I don't want to get a job. A synopsis of this 8-minute long video with 83,000 views. The 63 or 83? 63,000 views on this fucking.
Oh man.
They have to
This
take
is
care
pretty
of
funny.
their families. There's a lot of other things that go into what makes a game successful, and actually GTA is not going to be that successful because of another reason why I hate this game is because they're trying to make the environment have everything.
That switch up that sentence right there was fucking great. That was
I
fucking
love
great.
that.
Like this has got. We're making fun of like a fucking 11-year-old boy right now, and if he isn't 11, then.
I think I'm guessing from his voice, he's probably 14 to 16 years old.
You think so?
So I don't feel too bad.
Yeah.
I think so. I don't feel too bad.
Yeah.
He's hit puberty, but he's still young enough to be really fucking stupid.
Well, I think if
this
tape
ahead.
gets ripped up bad enough, then he'll never say something this dumb again, hopefully.
Yeah, this might be his life lesson here, is us making fun of him. I don't know.
Right.
Who knows?
Trying to make the environment be Everglades. They're trying to make it to be bitty. They're trying to make it to be beachy. They're trying to make it to be city. They're trying to make it to be gangster. They're trying to make it to be trashy. They're trying to make it be luxury. They're trying to make it be cute. They're trying to make it be funny. They're trying to make it be realistic. It's all these things, but they can't figure out what they want to do. They just need to pick one and roll with it. Because when you try to do everything, nothing actually works out because it's just like a mosh posh or just a bunch of random stuff. And I will get into a couple hopes of this game. Like I really do hope they have something. Like
I don't understand what he's even saying.
Yeah, it's like, literally like he thought he had he had an idea going into this. Sure, he had a lot of bad points, but this is like supposed to be the last objective fact from the fan base. He stopped according to him, he stopped talking from his perspective like 5 minutes into the video, and this is supposed to be like the objective truth. And this isn't even like a thing. Like he's saying like, hold up, let's go right here.
They're trying to make it to be city.
Beachy. They're trying to make it city.
They're trying to make it to be beach.
Gangster. Okay, so if I recall correctly, GTA 5 has all three of those things. Gangsters, a beach, and a city.
They're trying to make it to be city. They're trying to make it to be gangster. They're trying to make it to be
trashy.
It's almost like it's almost like they're trying to represent a big city with different areas and different cultures and different kinds of people.
Like they're trying to portray some type of criminal underclass.
Well, like, no, it seems like his complaint is that they're not just going for like, okay, this is a story about gangsters and that's it, or this is a story about beach people and that's it, or whatever the fuck. When that's never, Grand Theft Auto has never done that, because they take a city and they try to make it a realistic city.
Yeah.
So they have all that shit in there. That's in every Grand Theft Auto since at least San Andreas. So I don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah. Oh, and he's just complaining about the like joke I was kind of playing into there too, and to right there was, he's just complaining about GTA. Like, you're complaining about the concept of what makes a GTA game. Saying that
this is literally,
if you want to play a game about one specific thing by Rockstar, play LA Noire. You know, like play a game that is
right.
Play what's the there's the one with in China or Japan where they're fist fighting. It's like a fist fighting game. Forget what it's called, but they have that game. They have a few different games that are very like streamlined stories that aren't very open world.
They have a driving game that's just a driving game. Like,
just play that.
What is that shit called?
Just
Midnight Club or some shit?
Yeah, there's Midnight Club. Yeah, there's a lot of plenty of things to like
they have table tennis.
Yeah, his problem is with GTA. His problem is with the idea of having a diverse game with a lot of things to do to where you could role play and shit.
Which is fine, but then don't play GTA. It's not for you.
Luxury.
But I really think all of these little dumb things are to support his visceral hate for the game, because he thinks he's going to get charged $700 for it. And he may delete this video, but we never will. And I'm going to tag him in it when we post our reaction.
Cute. They're trying to make it be funny. They're trying to make it be realistic. It's all these things, but they can't figure out what they want to do. They just need to pick one and roll with it. Because when you try to do everything, nothing actually works out, because it's just like a mosh posh or just a bunch of random stuff. And I will get into a couple hopes of this game. Like, I really do hope they have something. Like, what they need to get into GTA, which there's still some time because the game doesn't come out for another 3 years, is they need to have like a little bit more of a role-playing aspect of this game. Like, you need to be able to have girlfriends. You need to be able to do things that you want to do with girlfriends, because what's the point of just playing a game all day long if you can't really build real relationships with these AI?
What's the point of playing video games if you can't have a fake girlfriend
that talks back to you and makes it seem like it's a real person on the other end? So they need to
This dude wants to be able to fuck AI characters in GTA. That's what he's complaining.
That's another one of his gripes. Yeah, what's the point of playing video games if I can't have a fake online girlfriend in the game?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's going to be really realistic. He's seeing these graphics. He's like, yeah, that looks good. How can I
need to be able to have... I need to have virtual sex in this game. If that's not happening, I'm not playing it.
Ugh. See, it just goes to show that this entire review is just disgusting teenager horny posting. You know? This is fucking gross. Let's finish it.
Incorporate that into the girlfriends in this game, and they should also make it where you can get two or three girlfriends if you want.
Oh man.
to get it and make it to where your girlfriends in GTA, they don't care if you have 2 or 3 girlfriends. And you should just be able to have an unlimited amount of girlfriends in GTA. And also you should start with unlimited money and a 6-pack. And every day you play, you just get to keep the 6-pack inside the game. And
wait, is he trolling? Is this someone making fun of it too?
Man.
That sounds like he's trolling.
Look.
Did we watch the whole thing?
Did we just get trolled?
I'm putting on my glasses. I gotta check this out. What's going on here?
No. And also, you're gonna have a 6-pack. Oh man.
No, it seems unironic. No, what? He just posted this again, but it wasn't as weird. Perfecting the models of the female characters in GTA 6. Well, what was that 6-pack comment?
if you don't play the game for 5 minutes or for 2 days, then you lose your 6-pack. So guys, if you guys want a 6-pack in GTA 6, make sure you subscribe to this channel.
I don't know if that was a joke or not.
I can't even tell. If we just got trolled, that was a really good troll.
I can't tell if this is a joke or not.
What the fuck?
I don't know. This doesn't look like he's just trolling.
Are you going to let the greedy heating companies and their
This is a
crazy
really
high
good
prices
commercial.
decide if your family is allowed to stay warm this winter? Here's how a former NASA engineer from Michigan is taking on the billion-dollar heating industry with an invention that's helping families around the country stay warm inside this winter without having to pay for expensive heating or buy dangerous space heaters. Picture this. A major blizzard has just ripped through the region, with feet after feet of heavy snowfall leaving local residents stranded in their homes. The central heating system in the house of your disabled elderly parents stopped working 3 days ago, leaving them without any source of heat and no service company able to help them. That's the situation the former NASA engineer and husband from Michigan was facing. Today, that same man is destroying the billion-dollar heating industry and helping families around the country by building a device smaller than a smartphone that can heat any room to over 80 degrees Fahrenheit in less than 80 seconds. Steve designed the invention after a region-wide blizzard left him, his wife, and elderly parents without central heating in the dead of winter, with temperatures in the unbearably cold house reaching 35 degrees and no sign of when snow crews would clear the roads for the heating company to send a technician. Steve was worried for his parents' well-being, so he took matters into his own hands. As a former NASA engineer who worked on rapid heating systems to keep astronauts from freezing to death while in
As I'm sure you're aware, most people know Will Smith punched Chris Rock at the Oscars in 2022. And in this video, I'm just going to show you a really quick breakdown of why it's completely fake and staged. There's a couple key elements that I'm going to show you into this video, just from references and past interviews. And pretty much that's how this was set up, just as a publicity stunt, because you know the Oscars have been failing in ratings over the last few years.
Instead of falling for it, what we're going to do is we're going to skip straight to the ending. And if he starts saying just the craziest shit in the last 2 minutes, then he's just a fucking troll, and he's an elaborate troll. Here we go.
outside and my mom got scared. She says, "You moving with your auntie Nickel and Bel-Air." So I whistled for a cab, and when it came near, I growled up
He's
to
a
the
fucking
cab.
troll. This motherfucker's a troll piece of shit. Got me good, got us, he got both of us. Force.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Yeah, he's definitely a troll. He's a genius, though. I've seen enough earnest people on YouTube to know when someone's fucking with me.
I've also seen enough really weird people to know when it's just hard to tell.
Yeah, but no, that was too well crafted, especially the very ending, him just like intentionally flying off the rails like that. That was intentionally done, you know, like it wasn't just someone being weird. Okay.
I guess I see what you mean.
So now we're gonna watch. Let's switch back from kitties. Let's go back to normal. Let's go back to normal us.
Oh man, I think I like Kitty me more than normal me. But
You should go
I
to the
guess I'll go
Christmas
back to my
background.
boring ass fucking face.
We'll both do
What?
Christmas backgrounds. Oh, that doesn't really work for you. Oh, does it? Well, yeah, it's showing you. You look fine. I don't know. Though it kind of looks like the tree is like in the middle. Except my fucking camera keeps doing this shit. I wish I could just turn off the autofocus. I don't know. Let me make sure the show's still going. We're going pretty hard this episode.
Have we?
Yeah, pretty hard. Harder than the paint.
How long we going so far?
Well, we've been recording for about 2:30, but we'll probably have about 2 hours and 10 minutes of show recorded.
Yeah. What you sipping on there? Some coffee?
Yeah, it's just coffee. Yeah, coffee is one of those things where you drink it and you're like, damn. Okay, vamp for a second.
Yes, I'm vamping. I mean, yeah, coffee is one of those things that you drink it and you go, damn. I like coffee. I really like coffee, actually. I'll drink that shit black. I don't give a fuck. Do I prefer it that way? Not necessarily. Although, when I make my coffee, I always do take a couple sips of it black. I always do. Just like, I don't know. It's a weird thing I do. I always take a couple sips of it black, and then I put my shit in, stir it, and then I have the rest of it like that. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know if I'm the only one, but that's kind of my coffee ritual. I think I just like to taste it like on its own before I add anything to it, you know? I don't know. I like coffee. Can't drink too much of it anymore, though. I used to be able to drink like a pot to myself in a day, and I'd be just fine. But now, if I were to do that, I'd probably have a panic attack. I get all like jittery if I drink more than like a cup of coffee. So I kind of limit myself to just 1 cup in the morning, or my morning. And that's it. I say my morning because I work overnights. So my morning is like everyone else's bedtime. You know, fuck is this motherfucker doing? I hear him clinging around out there. I hear that shit. But yeah. Oh. There he is. Looks like he's got a little itch or something.
Some glitch. You know, I feel dumb for forgetting to ask this after the unboxing video, but were you able to set up the computer fine?
I haven't gotten to that yet.
Oh, okay.
I just, like I said, I just finished like cleaning up the studio today, so it's like finally in a condition that I can even like sit in here. But yeah, I was gonna do that like probably in the next couple of days for sure.
You know, it'll take like 5 minutes to set up. It's just putting everything on your desk.
Yeah. Right. True. I still need a keyboard and a mouse though. I haven't gotten that yet.
Now you gotta wait till Walmart's open again.
Yeah, exactly.
So since you were just coincidentally off on Christmas, it's just a normal day off for you.
Yeah, pretty much.
I remember when we used to get paid for holidays at Maggie's.
Yep.
I miss that.
I miss working in that industry and not dreading work every day.
Yeah.
Sucks. Where'd he go? Where'd you go? Oh.
Yeah, there's a story about a man. I'll come and take you in your sleep if you're naughty.
The
Krampus man?
The boogeyman?
What's up with... I wish you didn't look like a... You look like the ghost of Christmas past right now. You look like a Christmas ghost.
I am a Christmas ghost.
So,
shit.
Bradley and I acted in a film.
We did.
And so...
Actually.
And we haven't reacted to it since the film was produced. So we're gonna react to it. It's a Christmas film. I feel like that's as much prelude as we need, right?
Yeah, probably.
Do you have anything else to add?
It's probably not the best Christmas film you've ever seen in your life. You'll probably enjoy The Grinch or even A Christmas Story a little bit more than this film. But it was our first acting role.
Yeah.
Each. So, you know, it is what it is.
But I hate that it fucking takes me out of focus like that. I'm gonna figure that out for the next virtual episode, because that pisses me the fuck off. It makes me so annoyed. It stops the show completely. But yeah, we're gonna watch Sweet Sugar Days.
I didn't even remember what it was called.
Yeah. So I remember being offended because my sister-in-law was the one that asked us to help act in it, and I wanted to. I've been a musician this whole time, and I knew I could do.
Well, I can't hear you.
And I knew I could do Christmas music. Can you hear me now?
I can't hear you over the video.
Okay, so I'll just pause the video. I'll pause it while I talk. So I just I knew. I forgot what I was saying.
You were offended because.
Oh yeah,
your sister...
because I knew I could do it, and she asked, like, they paid like a different musician to do it, and he made the most insane Christmas soundtrack I've ever heard in my entire life. This is a Christmas soundtrack that was made for this movie. Dude got paid several $1,000s. I should have gotten this.
They paid that much?
Yeah, they paid him like him like $2,000 or $3,000 to produce music for this movie. Yeah.
Oh my god!
And
this dude scammed the hell out of them. Right? He didn't even try.
Yeah, because this
music didn't even try.
Insane. The music is insane.
Oh man, that's kind of funny. Wow. What?
And listen to that shit. This is dude's Christmas track. Then it loops again. No? Silence?
I was gonna say, it's not even a proper loop. It just goes silent and then... Ah, damn. That was obnoxious.
Right when it did, I looked out with surprise.
Whose voice is that?
There were snowdrifts of sugar in front of my eyes. I called to my brothers, quick, come and see. Banco! Yummy! Baby Goo Goo! The pink, I like it. Pink icicles sparkled by blue ones and green. On top of the fence were mounds of whipped cream. A snowman was made of pink sherbet and lime, but he did not melt or fall over at any time.
The awkward silences are just too much.
Down the stream, whose banks were all covered by chocolate ice cream.
Suddenly, Peanut and Big Red began to sing.
That was a really good voiceover. Who did that?
Right? Who was that?
Sweet light. Pop, pop, poppity pop, pop. Sparkly bright, frosty white. Sweet, sweet day, sweet, sweet life. Pop, pop, poppity pop, pop. Sparkly bright, frosty white. Sweet, sweet day, sweet, sweet life. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Come this way. There's more to see.
So there's more to see. Was that you?
I think
I know
so.
you did that pink line in the beginning.
There is a gumball machine at the base of our tree. Bright green and red berries adorn every bough. And a gingerbread man is arranging the presents now.
If you saw the Ginger Man cover on the Ginger Man on the cover of the movie, this, and she was like, "That's creepy." It's like a horror character, kind of like. Look at it. It's like, what the fuck? He is on the back.
Oh man.
It's supposed to be weirdly silent.
Small sleds were made with peppermint sticks. You remember the Neapolitan bricks? The mailbox was perched on a tall candy cane. And the gingerbread man played with a train.
Is Jackson one of the horses?
I don't know. It's like one of those really weird Adult Swim commercials that come on at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
Fluffy candy clouds with angels of cake were drifting and spinning above a blue fizzy drink lake.
That music. I could have made better Christmas music than that.
I mean, it's just like silent for a second and then loops.
The sign at the end of the road that said stop used to be made of a big sugar pot. And just when I started to run out the door, shouting, "Never again will I go to the store," my mama called, "Peanut, why aren't you awake? It's time to get up, for goodness sake."
Wouldn't it be neat if it wasn't a dream? And the horse had ice cream. And the horse was awake. And it's okay. Wouldn't it be neat? Creamy and sweet. Wouldn't it be neat? Wouldn't it be neat?
Their family really likes
kind
their
of
horses.
scary.
Yeah, this movie is creepy in my opinion. Like, it didn't mean for it to be, and from their family's perspective, it's very like lighthearted and like a family film. But this is insane to anybody watching who doesn't know what's going on. And this is what just flies off the rails.
Oh, the horse is tripping on acid? What is happening here? Oh, I'm so confused.
Give me a K. What?
So it's like it's supposed to be hip hop. See, this would be way better if we did it. It would be hip hop.
Yeah.
Like, what is that music?
Splash and powder.
It's like it's like I imagine the musician. I'm gonna pause it real quick. I imagine the musician that composed for this movie is just like a madman who can't look you in the eye, and he has just hair that flies out in all directions. And like he's like making Christmas music by playing individual fingers on notes just discordantly. And that's just how he makes his Christmas music. Either that or
basically.
Either it's just like so artistically nouveau that we don't understand it, or it is someone scamming them. Someone who doesn't actually know how to make music. Yeah, because it seems like this person just doesn't know how to make music and is just kind of said, "Oh yeah, I can
anybody
do that."
could have threw that together.
Yeah,
yeah, like
I don't even know, because like you have to be just like musically untalented to make some of this stuff. Like the like, I don't even understand why you were just like, this is Christmassy. This is Christmassy.
Wear your helmet, case we sliding. Clip clop round the salt block. 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 Clip clop around the salt block. Bring a friend and I'll bring mine. Then we'll have a grand old time. Clip clop, clop, clip, cloppity, clippity, clop, clop, clip, clop, clop, clop. Cloppity, clippity, clop, clop around the salt block. Yo,
what the fuck? Oh,
the end of
man.
part 2. That's good.
What does it mean if you find a horseshoe? Some poor horse is walking around in his socks. Why his pants are always wet?
'Cause he's a reindeer.
What type of horse can jump higher than a house? All of them. Houses can't jump.
There's my line.
I kind of remember this. I kind of remember this.
Restaurant and asked the waiter, "Hey, do you have frog legs?" He said, "Yes." I said, "Well, hop into the kitchen and get me a cheese sandwich." What's the difference between a unicorn and a carrot? One is a funny beast, the other is a bunny feast.
See, it is not their fault that the person who edited this film is also, it's like the same crazy guy is also editing the film too, you know? There's no way, like, they intended for there to be strange pauses in between every line like that. You know, that was a full joke that you didn't have to cut up. But whoever cut the film, like, decided to put, like, pauses and stuff that, like, completely break up, like, the idea that this is, like, horses talking to you. And it feels more like a strange world that you're being brought to where, like, you exist in a space surrounded by horses. And a disembodied voice. Like, it's like a whole different thing going on. It feels different. It feels like...
That's what I mean by, like, it has the same vibe as those really weird Adult Swim commercials, like, come on late at night. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like, they're, like, really fucking weird commercials that come on Adult Swim late at night. Or at least there was. I don't know about anymore, but, like...
I think
it has a similar feel. It has a very similar feeling to me. It's just like this surreal, like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah, it's,
you know
like,
what I mean?
surrealist, but I don't, they didn't mean for it to be surrealist. They meant for it to just be like a fun horse video for Christmas, but it, like, ends up being like
difference.
This unsettling thing.
Yeah.
It's kind of perfect, actually, you know? It's exactly like, it's the perfect definition of like something being different when composed than it is in your head. Because, like, I wouldn't even doubt if it exists in their head as a different product than we're seeing. But, like, objectively, if you showed this to like a test audience, it would be like, this is like a fucking trip video with horses in it, you know? Like,
yeah.
I think
like whoever made this was on drugs. That's what most people would think.
Yeah. Well, I wonder how
now.
many people would be able to accurately assume that this is like a Christmas video that's supposed to be a recreation of like a classic Christmas story, but with horses.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
What story is this supposed to be?
Well, it's like a variety show, but the first act is a story about a horse going out and like seeing like all of the Christmas decorations just appear in the world, you know? Like, and it's like all of like the signs and everything turn into candy and everything. Like there's like a whole like candy story. And then there's the rap song is the second act. And then the third act is these jokes. But like the first act is supposed to be like a classic Christmas story type of thing. And that's why it ends with that little like poem, like song poem thing. And then it goes into the next act. But I wonder if you showed this to anybody, if they would get that.
I highly doubt that.
Yeah, so do I. It's like a good film in a different way.
How do you catch a squirrel? Climb up in a tree and act like a nut.
Like, what the?
That was a good laugh.
Who's there? A needle. A needle who? I need a little money for some candy.
I think that was really good.
That was.
What's black
I can't
and
remember
white
doing that
eats
one
like
too.
a horse?
I give up. What is black and white and eats like a horse?
A zebra. What do racehorses eat for lunch? Fast food.
Fuck.
It's okay. Give me that.
Quick, clap, round us up like nothing there does. Pushing those playing.
Pop, top, toppity pop, pop. Sparkly bright, frosty white. Sweet, sweet day, sweet, sweet life. Pop, pop, poppity pop, pop. Sparkly bright, frosty white. Sweet, sweet day, sweet, sweet life.
Over the horses. Yeah.
Pop, poppity
The
pop, pop,
director
sparkling
is just as
bright, frosty
insane as the
white, sweet,
musician.
sweet day, sweet, sweet light.
Not the director,
My
the
saddle
person
on,
who's
let's go
cutting this. I
riding.
don't know.
Wear your helmet, cause we
I'm pretty
sliding.
sure all of this was filmed by them, like by my sister-in-law and her family, and then they like probably had. I'm assuming the same guy who edited this made the music. You know, they probably paid someone to edit it and make the music for it, and it
has to be, yeah, because it does seem like the same insane person who did all of this.
Yeah, it's like the same person who he doesn't know how to edit videos and he doesn't know how to make music, you know?
Yeah, the editing is just as bad as the music, and it's so bad. Like, what the fuck is this effect we're looking at right now? What is this?
It's like the trippy fucking the cube effect where like mirror after mirror like you're in a fucking horror movie.
Bring a friend and I'll bring mine, then we'll have a grand old time.
With just like random lines of songs sung just floating out from space in like tone deaf like way while it goes like doo 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 in the background. It's just so fucking weird.
Oh man.
Clip, clop, 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 cloppity, clippity, clop, clop around the salt block. Clip, clip, clop, clop, cloppity, clippity around the salt block. Clip.
Going to get on.
Wow. What is happening? Is this still a movie?
It's the Christmas jam. This is what it was all for. This is who I got replaced by. I wouldn't bring up edit videos in like a week. They've done better than this. Sounds like Prefect's thing.
Yeah, for real.
Like wild drum breaks and like a weird ambient sound in the background. Sounds like.
It totally does that like Apex Twin.
It really just, it mostly sounds like they have like drum break cycles, like samples that they're just like putting over the same ambient loop that they have.
Yeah.
From HOF TV. As you all know, the brand new movie Sweet Sugar Days has just premiered and everyone is raving about it. I would like to see if I can get an interview with some of the cast members. Look, there's Big Red now. Let's see if we can ask him a few questions. Hi, Big Red, your new show is great. You must have worked very hard on it.
Oh yeah.
Did it take a long time?
Oh yeah.
Are you satisfied with it?
I love it.
Do you have anything you want to say to your critics if you have any?
What's happening with the audio?
So bad. Everything about this film is so bad.
When I say we sure did enjoy your new show.
New.
Here comes Baby Goo Goo now. Hi, Baby Goo Goo. You did a very good job on your show. I think we are all curious why they call you Bonehead when your name is Baby Goo Goo.
It's a long story. It was kind of binary when I was younger. Actually, I still am.
Explains it.
Right.
Thank you, Baby Goo Goo, for your time. I know you are very busy, and your show sure is excellent. Well, kids, this is Luis Lamona signing off from HOOF TV. Remember to always work hard, have fun, stay safe, be kind to people and animals, and eat your veggies. Please give these ponies a round of applause. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
These
Shout out
horses
to
are,
Baby Goo Goo.
long after these horses are dead, this film will live on.
Oh, man.
See, this Beverly Caligaris person, that's it. That must have been her fucking. Maybe. That's all the credits.
Okay, Bonehead. I didn't know I was also Bonehead.
All songs. Oh, who made it then? Sicilian? That's them. They're just saying that they made it. It's someone that they... Someone's made this music. Pinnacle Studio. That was fun.
Oh, that was actually really fun. Oh, man. What the fuck did we just watch?
That was good.
First of all.
That was good. If you were to rate it out of 10, what would you give it?
As a film. Like your number, like 1 being absolute horrible film, 10 being like phenomenal.
10 being goated.
Goated. I'll watch it every day. I'm gonna go with 10 for sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
10. I'd watch this regularly.
It's like the best movie I've ever seen.
Yeah, if it wasn't guaranteed to like fucking make me seriously like question the motives of everybody involved. I don't even know what I'm saying now. The movie was good. I like the part where the horse was eating the lollipop, the stop sign lollipop. Do you remember that part?
Yeah, I remember.
I really liked that part. I have to use the do you have to use the restroom?
Kind of.
You should go use the restroom, and then once you get back, I'm gonna use the restroom. I'll vamp for a second, and then you vamp.
All right.
You
keep sharing your thoughts on this.
Yeah,
go ahead.
I'll finish my thoughts. You just go. You just go.
Yeah, you share your thoughts on this wonderful film that we just watched.
Yeah, so I think looking back at it, our voice acting is actually not bad. And it's interesting that we recorded it without knowing any of the context, which is a similar way it's actually like done in like professional situations. A lot of the time you have to like guess the context or read the script to figure it out. We didn't have a script. We just had our lines. There was no like surrounding script for our lines. I'm pretty sure our lines were written on scraps of paper. Like I don't remember there being like a typed out line like script that everybody had that like said the whole plot. Because I don't know if this like it seems like it was it's a variety show, you know, so it's a bunch of segments strung together without any intentional story. I mean, there's the poem at the beginning. I think that's like the only time they're trying to go for a plot. And then it's the rap song, which I could have made a hip hop beat. We got to recut this film. Next year for Christmas, we're going to do a recut of Sweet Sugar Days. And it'll be like the fan edit, add some real Christmas music to it or something. I just feel like it was seriously lacking in that way. It's like it could be like a little lighthearted 8-minute long Christmas video with horses in it, but it's a 15-minute long surrealist horror movie with donkeys in it. And, I was telling the audience about how we only had our lines on scraps of paper and we weren't given a full script.
Yeah. Actually, I had my earbuds in the whole time, so I heard everything.
Perfect. So you continue while I go, yeah.
But yeah, no, I think I remember the same thing. Yeah, it was like just scraps of paper with handwritten lines. And I didn't know any of the context of this film whatsoever. I think I've seen it once before now, like right after it was made, like finished editing and all that. And I don't remember any, like, I don't remember it from back then. Watching it now was basically watching it for the first time for me. I vaguely remember doing some of those lines. I mainly remember my delivery, my fucking like Eeyore voice I'm doing. But yeah, like he said though, I don't think our voice acting was really bad. Like, especially we were like 15, 16 at the time. We were kids, you know, and this was like a project we were approached with and told, hey, you know, we need we need some voice actors. And with no context at all, we did these lines, delivered them on a shitty fucking voice recorder. That's why the quality is so fucking horrible. Couldn't even be bothered to do it with an actual microphone that cost maybe like $20, you know. But yeah, it was it was quite the project, as you can see. And yeah, I have to guess whoever fucking did that insane music also did that crazy fucking edit, because jeez, what the fuck? Like Malachi said, it's like a horror movie. Like it's actually kind of scary. I would not show my children that film. I think it would give them nightmares. You know, I would assume if I showed that to a kid, they would have weird dreams of horses talking to them and shit. Like, oh man, I don't know. It just I don't quite see the vision behind it, gonna be honest. But I had fun participating, and I had fun watching it just now and reacting to it. So at least that's something. But yeah, that was quite an adventure. That film. Holy shit. Sweet Sugar Days. Sweet Sugar Days. But yeah, and you know, maybe we should redo it, dub over all the voices, redo all the music and all that, and make it the film it deserved to be. You know, maybe the new and improved Sweet Sugar Days will be an actual masterpiece that catches on, and who am I kidding? I don't know. Probably not, but it would still be fun to do that. I'd be down. Why not? Phone is kind of weird because it's all flimsy. Fucking. Oh, it's a little funny.
Mikos is watching. I don't know if Mikos is still watching, but she's watching the show live.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, she commented into the show. She said,
"Oh shit!"
So we have a comment on the show. I'm here watching. Haha, your backgrounds are fun. What the fuck? Haha, this is horrifying. I can't follow the plot. So it sounds like Mikos agrees with the horror movie take.
Yeah, it's scary.
Yeah, it's
actually a scary movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A bit too unsettling for comfort. But I think that's what makes it really fun, you know. I think that's sort of what gives it like a uniqueness. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know if there are there Christmas traditions?
What do you mean?
Are there Christmas traditions?
Yeah, plenty.
What is one? Should we do one?
What?
Like a Christmas
Like what? What do you mean?
I don't know. Um, Miko says, "Yeah, I'm watching." Haha. Do you think we should do that? That's not a suggestion. I'm just I'm just trying to find it a little bit of chitter chatter talk into the next segment. So we're getting close to the end of the show. It's been a great ride this holiday season. I think it's the most gifts I've ever given out to people in my life. Like I got everybody gifts. I was giving out shit from my house, just random shit from my house. I was boxing up and giving to people. Everybody got gifts. I even got a gift. I got this. I got this from Erica. A little bit ago.
What is that?
It's a fucking droid.
What the fuck?
Yeah, look. It's droid. See? It was only $30. Isn't that cool? It lights up and stuff too, but I don't got batteries in it. But it's like animatronic. It like lights up and it like lifts up and it like does beeps and stuff. Like a robot droid, like a Star Wars droid. It has this nice little stand.
Oh, yeah.
So our last segment is we're gonna do Christmas carols, and we're gonna end the show with this. Did you get anything special this Christmas you want to talk about, or are you ready to get into the end of the show?
I'm ready to move on.
Okay. Yeah, okay. I figured I just did it so you could say how your Christmas experience was.
I haven't had much of a Christmas experience. This is the most Christmas experience I've had so far. Oh, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, I guess this is a Christmas Eve episode. Neither of us have experienced Christmas yet. I guess it's kind of a little early to, but we're gonna do Christmas carols. We're gonna move to the end of the show. Thank you, audience, for watching. We're gonna do Christmas carols. I'm trying to figure out how to just present. Okay. So the idea is we're just gonna sing as the beats go through, to the best of our memory, these songs. That's it.
Oh, so we're just singing the song?
Yeah. Well, we could do rap versions. We're just doing whatever. We're just trying to barrel through the songs each in a row. It's going to be Christmas carols. We're doing Christmas carols, but we're doing like a fun version where we're like carolers. We even brought the hats. We're so fucking synced up right now.
It would be so lame if we didn't have the hats.
Yeah, I agree. Okay. Okay, so does that start immediately, or is it just like does
Yeah,
it
I just
okay.
One horse open sleigh. Hey.
Laughing
all the way.
Tom cocktails trade, making
spirits bright.
Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one. Wait, fuck. Bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Hey. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey. With boughs of holly, la 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 la. The season to be jolly, la 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 la. Don we now are gay apparel, la 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 la. As a Yuletide carol, la 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 la. Oh shit. The Lord has come. You're gonna have to lead this. I don't know the words.
Oh shit. And fucking person. Fucking. It's Christmas.
Heaven on earth.
They nobody knows this one. Come on now.
It's a joy to the world. It's Christmas time. That was a good show, everybody. Merry Christmas. I hope everybody has a Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas from me and my cat. Merry Christmas from Bradley and his cat, who is opposite.
Yeah, my cat's not in the room, but Merry Christmas from me and my cat.
I'm gonna fade out. We'll cut to the intro and basically like end it that way, but and then end the live. But we could talk for a moment afterwards too. So goodbye. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Well, we took up.
Are we doing a plug?
Let's do plugs real quick, since it's live.
All right.
There we go. Do your plugs real quick.
All right. Well, the name is B Deli, B-D-E. L-L-E-Y, in case you don't know how to spell. You can find me on Instagram at BDeliOfficial. You can find me on TikTok at BDeliOfficial. You can find me on YouTube. Just type in BDeli.
What does that mean?
You can find BDeli? Oh, it means, bro. All right, let me tell you. I'll tell you what it means. I've been fronting this whole time. BDeli actually, it's an acronym for Best Dude Ever Look, Live, Eat, Yeet. That's what it stands for. If you don't know what that means, I don't know what to tell you, because it's pretty fucking deep, very meaningful. Anyways, you can find all my music on Spotify, Amazon, iTunes, fucking Pandora, fucking wherever the fuck you listen to music,
Pandora's still
you'll
a
find
thing?
it there.
What is
I don't
Pandora
know.
do?
I think so. It's like I think I used it like 10 years ago or some shit a couple times.
Huh.
And it was like a radio station based thing. So
Okay,
like
you're just a
you're like,
random-
okay, I
you're
want to
a
listen
random
to
song on an online radio station.
well now you're like, I want to listen to something like Nirvana. So you click on the Nirvana station and it'll play music like Nirvana. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's how it works now. But either way, I'm pretty sure I'm on there.
Okay.
I'm on like any platform basically. All the major platforms I'm on there. So whatever the fuck you use, unless you're using some shit that nobody knows about, you can find me on there.
Okay. Well, my name is Malachi. I have a channel called. Both my channels are just called Malachi now. But one's lowercase, one's uppercase. And the ats are different. So one is at Malachi Juarez, one is at Malachi Beats. At Malachi Beats is Beats. At Malachi Juarez has Juarez. Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good year.